17:38 to play in the opening half. Stewart has a screen opportunity for Williams. Takes it, gets to the right side. Now picked up his dribble, needs help. Bounce pass up top for Jalen Johnson. 13-2. On the dribble, looking for a screen. Dosumo there defensively. Down he goes to the left side of the lane. Forced it up. A lot of contact. They let it go. And the rebound for Williams. In transition in the right. Dosumo wide open. This is the three, and Hurt clears the miss. Blue Devils dodged a bullet there. He's a 47% three-point shooter. In transition, Goldwire Apollo left it short off the front of the rim, and the rebound inside for Dosumo. 2 minutes gone. Illinois up 5-2. Williams, one dribbling off to the right. It goes for Frazier. Frazier lobs one into the post. Coburn slapped that in his hands by Williams with a late whistle and a foul. That'll be the first on Mark Williams. And, John, I think that's one of the fears tonight. Coburn can just pile up fouls on guys inside.
He can. You could hear the sound of Mark pounding the ball on that contact, but he pounded a little bit more as well besides the ball, and so we've got Coburn at the free throw strike.
Interesting that they called this a shooting foul. I thought he was just kind of trying to kick it out. And the first free throw is no good. Coburn, a 64% free throw shooter. This is not a great free throw shooting team in Illinois. It's about the only thing they don't do well, 68% on the season.
And just the one guy, though, Dosumo, hits almost 80%, so that's the one guy you don't want at the line. Everybody else, you're not as worried about it.
Second free throw, missed them both, and the rebound for Jalen Johnson. 2:10 gone, Blue Devils with the basketball down by 3. Goldwire lobs it for Williams at the right elbow. One dribble, trying to hand it off for Stewart, able to collect. Off of a screen, Stewart with some space. On the baseline, being bodied up. There's the whistle and the foul before the shot. It's on Adam Miller, that's his first, and those were the two guys we thought might be going after each other a little bit tonight.
They were Whitney Young for DJ Stewart and Morgan Park for Adam Miller. The top two guys in the voting for Mr. Illinois basketball last year, and Miller got it, but they're both playing here tonight.
Big ball off the inbound. Another foul as Matthew Hurt was pushed. This one's on DeMonte Williams. There's another weakness for Illinois. Who knows if it'll bear itself out here tonight. John, they're not particularly deep. Maybe 8 guys they're going to play. They can't really afford to pick up foul trouble.
True. They've had like 7 or 8 guys that have played the bulk of their minutes so far this year, and other guys have played 2 or 3 minutes here and there.
Goldwire to inbound off the right baseline, right side of the hoop. Gets it for Stewart. Spun out of trouble, got inside, whistle, and an offensive foul. They're going to get him with a hook. Tight whistle early, 2 fouls on both teams, 2.5 minutes in.
Didn't see that. DJ making a nice move to the basket, but certainly these guys are calling it tight, and that's fine.
As the Blue Devils leave their starting 5 out there, Mike Krzyzewski out to talk with Ted Valentine. Frazier with a step back, opted not to shoot. They whip it around to the left, 3-ball up and in out of the hands of Adam Miller. Just his 9th of the season, but Illinois has opened up a 6-point lead, 8-2, 17-15 to go in the opening half.
And Miller does come in here with a reputation for deep range, so you can't let him open, even if he is a couple feet behind the arc.
Goldwire for Hurt. Hurt a jab step, thought about shooting again. Instead, it's Johnson now. Jalen Johnson on the drive, spun towards the paint. Now he's in the paint. Picked up his dribble, a kick out, left side, Hurt a 3, and it won't go. The rebound for Coburn. Here comes Illinois up by 6. They've scored the last 6. Crossing over is Frazier. Left it in the corner for Williams. Back up top for Frazier. They're playing catch on the right side of the floor. Now Williams will dribble it up top. He wants help. Looking inside, feeds Coburn. Williams doing everything he can inside. And he denies the field goal for Coburn. Nice defense inside by Mark Williams as he missed the shot. Now Johnson trying to go coast to coast. Nearly lost it. Williams able to save the possession. Goldwire handoff for Stewart. Thought about a 3. Brakefield coming at the next hit ball. Stewart nearly lost it to McCourt. He did. Williams at depth going the other way. Lays it up and in.
Stewart almost got a piece coming from behind to disrupt the shot, but instead Illinois finishes the break, and they're up 10-2.
Yep, they've scored the last 8. Blue Devils with 2 points and nearly 4 minutes gone. Stewart off of a Williams screen, working his way down the right side of the paint. Fed Williams off his hands and into the hands of Dosumo the other way. Bounce pass to the trailer. Coburn lays it up and in. Mike Krzyzewski might be looking for a timeout. It's a 12-2 start for the Illini. He's going to let the Blue Devils play through it, though. 15:44 to go in the opening half.
He's got a media timeout coming at the next dead ball.
Goldwire off of a Williams screen. Lobs it back for Williams. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. And the rebound for Miller. 2-on-3. Illinois still trying to push it. Dusumu driving the right side. He's fouled. Will shoot two. And Mark Williams just picked up his second. And as you said, we've got a timeout. 15:28 to play in the opening half. Blue Devils down 12-2 early.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice Independent Agency, Joel T. Cheatham Insurance Agency in Henderson, or go to ncagent.com.
For any surface in every season, there's a Continental Tire that delivers superior performance. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence, no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Back at Cameron Indoor Stadium, Illinois has jumped out to a 10-point lead on Duke here early, and it's time for our First Citizens Bank first look. First Citizens Bank, forever first. And first, you got to look at Illinois on the offensive end of the floor in this contest. They've already hit 5 out of 7 shots, including 2 threes, to put 12 points on the board. They haven't had a turnover yet, and they've already had 3 assists on their 5 baskets and had a couple of steals. So Illinois has got it going right now. And the leading scorer for them has been Williams with a 2 and a 3 for 5 points. On the Duke side, only 1 out of 5 shooting out of the gate in this contest with 3 turnovers and 3 fouls in the first 4.5 minutes. So not the kind of start the Blue Devils were looking for, to be down 12-2 with 15:28 to go in the first half. And Illinois working on a 10-0 run after this game was 2-2 early, David.
And out of the timeout, it's going to be free throws for Illinois, and Dosumu a chance to add to this 10-point cushion in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. In this game between Duke and Illinois is presented by Duke Health. Here at Duke Health, we are wearing masks to protect our patients and colleagues. Please wear a mask to help those near you stay safe. David Shumate, John Roth, our entire crew on hand here at Cameron Indoor Stadium. We talk about the challenge. Duke's record 19-2. We talk about that a lot, but 239 games, I guess a couple more now that we've got underway tonight have been played coming into the season. 48 of them featured ranked competition. The ACC's won 27 of the 48. But John, 14 of the 48, Duke's been a part of it, and they're 13-1 in those games.
Wow.
I mean, it's just crazy.
It is crazy. You know, it's kind of set up that way by design when they first started this, that he wanted the top teams in each league to play the top teams and kind of going on down the standings so there would be equitable matchups each year. And, of course, we know that Duke's been one of the top teams in the ACC for a long time, and that means you're going to get the top team on the other side. And so not surprising that Duke's been involved in ranked games, but what is surprising a little bit is that they've been able to win so often, like 13 out of 14 against ranked teams from the Big Ten in the history of the event is just incredible.
Out of the timeout, it'll be Dosumu at the free throw line to shoot a pair. As you said, he's a very good free throw shooter, 77% this season, 17-22, looking for his first point of the night. He scored 20 or more in each of their first 3 games and had 18 in the game against Baylor, and the first attempts here is good.
The only thing about the Baylor game, though, he was just 6 out of 18 from the floor, so he did not shoot like he usually shoots. And if you could get an effort like that tonight, that would go a long way towards slowing down this Illinois offense, which is in high gear right now.
Illinois has scored the last 12 now. It's 14-2. Joey Baker off the Blue Devil bench, as is Jeremy Roach, Jamin Brakefield, and Wendell Moore Jr. Hurt, the only man who stays out of the timeout. Hurt with Sol off the ball, and we get a foul on Illinois, and that's going to be on Jacob Brandison off the Illinois bench. You know, Jamin Brakefield, freshman forward, 6'8", 215 out of Jackson, Mississippi, has been an interesting story. He's got 24 points in the 35 minutes he's played, 12 and 6 the other night, including making all 4 of his threes. He's the first freshman to make 4 more threes without a miss in the history of this building.
Wow.
Off the inbound, Hurt. Looking to bring it back up top. Jeremy Roach gets a touch. Looking in the left corner for Baker, not there. Looking for a backdoor cut. Hurt's open. He'll lay it in off the left side. Matthew Hurt, the sophomore forward, 6'9", 214 out of Rochester, ends the drought. It's 14-4. Crossover at the other end, running layup wildly misses out of the hands of Andre Curbelo, and now we get a foul on the rebounding action. Who's that on? It looks like it's on Jeremy Roach, and that'll be his first.
Jeremy Roach wondering, what do I got to do? I ended up on the bottom of the pile on the ground. And
on 3 on Illinois, so it's Grandison picking up a quick second.
He might have fouled Jeremy Roach because he was face planted in the blue paint down there under the basket.
Michael Stevens was pointing towards the baseline. I think he confused me and the head coach, who was up arguing, and then realized the Blue Devils had the basketball.
Jeremy looks to be okay, though. He's ready to take the inbound and bring it up the floor.
It is 4 fouls on the Illini. Just over 5 minutes in. So Blue Devils gets worked on the free throw line here in the first half. Down by 10. Hurt with a touch. He's got all 4 of the Blue Devil points. Looking for more. Jumper up, too strong. Long rebound controlled by Jeremy Roach. Free throw line jumper. Up, no. A tap follow, no. And a whistle and a foul on Matthew Hurt coming over the back.
After the first miss, he tried to crash the boards to tap in Roach's miss, but went through an Illinois player. So here we go back the other way with Illinois up by 10, 14-4.
That's now 4 fouls on the Blue Devils. 14:35, as you said, to go here in the first half. Illinois with the basketball. Blue Devils 2 of 8 shooting to start. The problem's the turnovers. They got 3 of them so far. They whip one inside, does Illinois, turning around and putting it up with the right hand, and out is Benjamin Bosmans-Verdonk. Hadn't played in the first 4 games because of some injury issues, a foot injury, but he's back out there tonight. Blue Devils with the basketball, still down by 10, looking for some offense. Roach off of a screen up top. Crosses over, thought about a pull-up. Instead, it's more. He'll pull up from 18. Too strong. And the long rebound into the hands of Dosumu. Blue Devils settling for some long jumpers right now to the right baseline into the corner. Miller's going to try 3, and that one is good.
3 out of 4 from three-point range for this Illinois team thus far.
It's a 17-4 start for the Illini. 13:45 to play in the opening half. Blue Devils looking for some offense. Roach for Brakefield, top of the key. Off to the right it goes, and Joey Baker. Hurt in a wrestling match inside. Baker's going to pull up from 15 and knock it down. That's a welcome sign.
Sure is. Joey Baker, 1 out of 8 on 3 so far this year. That was not a 3, but any offense will be good offense right now.
Sumu got airborne with one up top. Now dribbling inside and leaving it back outside is Hawkins. Work around the perimeter. Dosumu looking to drive the left side of the lane. Got cut off inside, traveled and turned it over.
Just the second turnover for Illinois here in the early going. The Blue Devils will take any forced turnover they can get right now to climb back into this thing. Down 11 points, 7 minutes into the game.
Talking about Joey Baker, the junior forward, 6'7", 208 out of Fayetteville. Such a gifted three-point shooter, but the shot just has not been there here early in the season. And you know he's going to heat up at some point, and this would be a great occasion. Little hit 50% of their threes the other night against Bellarmine. He faces up at the top of the key, looking to the right, nothing there. To the left it goes and Moore. Moore looking inside for Hurt. Put it on the deck instead, drove inside and drew a foul. It's a blocking foul on Curbelo, and that is now 5 on the Illini. They're being very physical as Illinois. They're picking up some fouls here early.
Wendell Moore's also had his shooting issues here lately. 1 for 16 in the last 2 games. Did not start this contest for the first time this year, but certainly was looking aggressive to get into the paint that time and challenge that Illinois defense on that possession.
Roach to inbound. Has Hurt open on the left baseline. One dribble, spun into traffic, forced it up and in. Matthew Hurt with 6 in the early going. The Blue Devils have cut it to 9, having scored the last 4. Here's Curbelo. Williams back for Curbelo on the right. Looking to drive inside, underhand scoop for Bashanishvili, and he'll dunk it down.
A nice dish by Curbelo to get into the paint and then one-handed to his teammate.
Meanwhile, Roach goes coast to coast and picks up a blocking foul on the way in. We'll see if it's a shooting foul. Ted Valentine still waiting to see. I think he will call it a shooting. Nope, they're going to say it was on the floor. The foul on Illinois will go on Trent Frazier. And the Blue Devils are in the bonus now. That's 16 fouls on the Illini. So the next foul will send Duke to the line for a 1-1 as Hurt gets a breather and Patrick Tapé comes in. Moore off of a screen, jumper on the baseline, an air ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Brakefield. It'll be Illinois basketball. Patrick Tape, the graduate transfer from Columbia, 6'10", 220 out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Jordan Goldwire comes back in, the senior guard, 6'2", 185 out of Norcross, Georgia. And Wendell Moore Jr. will have a seat. So you see Goldwire and Roach on the floor at the same time. Sorry.
Yeah, let's guess that Hurt won't be out too long. He's got 6 of the 8 Blue Devil points thus far.
And Krzyzewski maybe stealing an extra 30 seconds here before the under 12 timeout. On to the right side, Curbelo. They work it around to the left. There's Frazier off of a Williams screen. Now Curbelo with the touch. 9 to shoot. Spinning into traffic. Forced it up. Got it blocked. I think Tape got a piece. Brakefield. The chest pass to the left at Goldwire. Now here's Brakefield at 3. Too strong in the rebound for Illinois. Blue Devils now 4 of 13 from the field. And they've missed their first 3 threes. At the other end, Curbelo around the world to lay it in for 2.
Look at that quickness. He just went around 3 defenders and got to the rim.
21 to 8. Illinois by 13, 11:34 to go in the opening half. Roach off of a Brakefield screen. Back up top, Jamin looking inside, nothing doing. So back to the left and Jeremy Roach, 15 to shoot. Tapia screen, 17-footer up and in. Jeremy Roach only averaging 5 points a game, but that's a good-looking stroke right there. And now Williams having a hard time getting it in. Curbelo nearly stolen by Goldwire, dove to the deck, but Curbelo able to save it. Trying to get across midcourt. Goldwire won't let him behind the back. Nearly lost it again. Curbelo crosses over to the right corner. Miller at 3, and he's got another one.
Miller twice now from the same spot. It's been all net, and they're up 24-10.
Just under 11 minutes to go in the opening half. The Illini sizzling 9 of 14 from the field and 4 of 5 from deep. Roach on a baseline drive. Cut off. Flung it back outside. Baker a left side 3. Too strong. The rebound tapped to Goldwire. Right back up. Rejected by Bashanishvili. And the Blue Devils will have it when we come back. 10:40 to go till halftime. Duke down 24-10.
Start with a foundation of toughness, then add exceptional intelligence and dominating power. That's how you build a winner. And that's how Ford builds their lineup of vehicles with features like EcoBoost technology for a winning combination of power and performance. Another reason why Ford is America's best-selling brand 10 years in a row. Leaders aren't born, they're built. And in the Carolinas, they're built for victory. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. Based on 2010 through 2019 calendar year sales.
Duke basketball is sponsored by Progressive's Home Insurance. Get your quote at progressive.com today. This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
When you are preparing for your next tailgate, call Hog Heaven Barbecue. Hog Heaven specializes in North Carolina Eastern-style hand-chopped barbecue. With their professional staff and award-winning barbecue, Hog Heaven is ready to cater your next tailgate at Duke, company outing, or your very own pig picking. Hog Heaven has been voted one of the best barbecue restaurants in Durham by Durham Magazine for several years in a row. Hog Heaven Barbecue is also a preferred caterer at Duke University. Hog Heaven Barbecue is located just minutes away from Duke at 2419 Guest Road.
Are you looking to buy a house, ready to refinance? Rates are at historic lows, so now is a great time to check out Alcova Mortgage for a fast and simple mortgage process. Just call or text Steve Hobbs at 919-414-0919 or apply online and get a free quote at alcovaraleigh.com. Alcova Mortgage, LLC. Company NMLS ID number 40508. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. Blue Devil fans, if you need a home loan to fit your team and budget, Rocket can. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage provider of Duke Athletics. Back here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium, it's the ACC Big Ten Challenge. The Blue Devils trailing it right now 24-10. They'll have the basketball out of the timeout, midway point of the first half. We invite you to join us on Saturday, a full day of Duke Athletics along the network. We'll get you started at 1 o'clock, walking you up. New tip time for basketball was 8:30. Some television changes, 2 o'clock tip here at home for the Blue Devils as they play host to Charleston Southern. And then we got football for you, 4 o'clock from Tallahassee, Duke and Florida State. We'll have the pregame show for you, John and I, beginning at 1 o'clock from Tallahassee. Walking up to tip-off, Tim Bickford and John Roth will be on the call for the basketball game. John Rhodes will be here making sure everything works. Lord knows we need him. And then it'll be Yours truly, Dave Harding and John Ross with football coverage later on that afternoon. Should be a fun day on Saturday.
It sounds like a mega cast.
Yeah, exactly. We need alternate broadcasters, different feeds, options for people to. Well, it's Goldwire, Stewart, Roach, Johnson, and Hurt, the five on the floor for the Blue Devils out of the timeout. Jalen Johnson, the freshman, 4'6", 215 out of Milwaukee, looking for his first points tonight. Has yet to score, has missed his only shot. Blue Devils with 5 field goals. Hurt's got 3 of them, and as you said, it was a brief break for Matthew Hurt, the sophomore.
Duke overall, just 5 out of 16 from the floor to start.
Off the inbound, how about a 6 field goal? Stewart a tap in as he came free inside. Good inbounds play. The Blue Devils are now down by 12, 24 to 12. 10 and a half to go till halftime. Frazier in transition. Osumu up top, had room to shoot, went for Frazier. Into the post, Coburn backing out on Goldwire, missed a dunk. And the Blue Devils come out of there with it. Stewart on the left side. Goldwire off of a Johnson screen, works his way to the right, finds Roach. A chest pass to the left to DJ Stewart. Blue Devils probing the perimeter of this Illinois defense. Jeremy Roach now calls out the set, has 2 screens to choose from, goes to the left, takes the one from Johnson, pulls up from 15, can't hit the shot. Johnson trying to save the rebound. He did for the moment. It's out of bounds, last touch by Illinois. The Blue Devils will keep it with a fresh 20.
Good save by Johnson that time. And maintaining the possession here, key for the Blue Devils. They get the side out of bounds now. They just executed a nice out of bounds underneath play a moment ago. Now let's see what they can do from the side court right in front of the spread out Illinois bench.
Coburn, the 7-footer, missed that dunk. Jordan Goldwire inside with post defense at 6'2". In about 10 years, that's going to be a block. When he starts telling that story, that time I blocked the 7-footer.
He might have had a little help from Jalen Johnson coming in as well, though.
As they're working on the shot clock, I believe. They got it down to 1. Is that what it should be? That doesn't seem right. There's plexiglass around the scorer's table, which makes the communication a little tricky.
It was just kind of humorous to see Teddy Valentine go up to the scorer's table and knock on the plexiglass to get somebody's attention. Hey, what's going on in there?
He reset it to 19. Johnson on the drop. Got by Williams to the baseline. Stripped on the way up. Got it back and laid it in.
Good stick-to-itiveness for Jalen Johnson. Gets the Blue Devils back to within 10.
And the Blue Devil bench is up trying to create some energy. 9:39 to go till halftime. Dosumu penetrating at the left elbow. Picked up his dribble and fed Frazier. Goldwire there defensively. Off to the right in Williams. Williams dribbling to the left. Finds Miller. Goldwire all over him. Nearly knocked it loose. Miller with 10 on the timer at the top of the key. He's had the hot hand early from deep. Wants to drive this time. Pulls up on the right side of the lane. Too strong. And Johnson clears the miss. A chance to cut it to single digits. Jalen Johnson thought about a 3. Drove on Coburn. Got to the baseline. Forced it up. No. Trying to get his own rebound. And Coburn comes up with it. Frazier across midcourt. 9 minutes to go in the half. Long 2 on the way. Missed it badly. Offline right. Johnson the rebound. Quickly up the floor comes Roach. A hop step into the paint. Kicks it to the right corner. Stewart looking to drive. Spun into a double team. Put it off the window. Missed the shot. And the rebound for Illinois. 8:47 to go in the half. Duke down 24-14. Williams looking inside for Coburn. Can't feed him. Johnson defending inside right now as Osumu has it, guarded by Goldwire. 15 on the timer, trying to get it back to Williams. Hurt there defensively. Dribbles to the left, backdoor feed. Frazier goes inside, got airborne, flung it to the baseline, and Goldwire comes out of there with the basketball. Long hit ahead, knocked out of bounds by Williams. The Blue Devils will have it with 26 to shoot. The defensive intensity seems to be picking up on the Blue Devils' half of the floor.
Yeah, and it needs to because this is not just a matter of the offense missing most of their shots. I mean, they need to get some control on this Illinois offense, which has had a lot of open three-point looks and has also gotten inside.
Goldwire for Stewart. We approach 8 minutes to play in the half. Duke down by 10. Hurt with it on the right for Goldwire now. Back to Hurt. A good look from 3. Got Coburn airborne. Drove him to the baseline. Spun around. Came wide open and knocked it down from 4 feet away.
Hurt now with 8 points. 4 out of 6 from the floor. Duke within 8.
Blue Devils have scored the last 6. Turbello guarded by Stewart off of a Coburn screen. Got inside. In on Johnson. Fed it to Coburn, who lost it out of bounds along the baseline. The little guy Stewart inside playing some pretty good defense on the big fella.
Excellent. The Blue Devils not giving any quarter to the big guy down low, even though he does tower over most of them.
A little push from Duke to cut it to 8. Let's take a break. 7:50 to play in the half. It's 24-16.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist our customers and communities every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This year, we've partnered with Duke, Wake Forest, UNC, and NC State to bring you the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky contestant is chosen, and they win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Plus, Harris Teeter will donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to the local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist page to enter today.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great lyrics.
I saved a lot this year because I called the call. I am calling State Farm. I gotta make the phone call. We got that coverage here. Protect your car and home. I am calling State Farm. I gotta make the phone call. There's a little bit of great face with a little bit of date. Look at my phone now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today tastes like movie night.
Okay, whose turn is it to choose?
And everyone's favorite hit, pizza and Coke. Today tastes like front row seats for all. Like cushions and popcorn. And counting the seconds.
Pizza's here.
Today tastes like a slice of the action. Like we belong here and now. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Together tastes better.
Sharp Business System sets the same standard of excellence in office equipment as the Blue Devils do in basketball. Count on Sharp for state-of-the-art office equipment. Sharp, changing the way companies do business. 7:50 to play till halftime. Blue Devils down by 8, 24-16. It is 10 o'clock on the East Coast. That means it's time. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Duke basketball from Learfield IMG College. This Sunday at 12 noon in the Triangle. Don't miss the return of Duke All Access with Coach Mike Krzyzewski on ABC 11. You can also remember that ABC 11 not only has the most accurate forecast with the First Alert weather team, and they also have the highlights of our team. I say the return. Brand new look, though, this year, John.
Brand new look. Duke All Access have been inside basketball for years, but combining a lot of different factors to make it the Duke All Access show this year, football and basketball, and basketball back on center stage this weekend. And looking forward to a nice long run of that show for months.
Got to check it out. In a year where it feels like there's no access, there's no media, there's no fans.
That's true. Let's get some inside access.
All the access. Goldwire, Stewart, Johnson, Hurt, and Roach, the foul on the floor out of the timeout. This group has played well the last few minutes. Goldwire on the drop. Got inside, flung it to the left into the corner. Stewart, a left side three. And that one's too strong. He got knocked to the deck. Curbelo, no foul though. Curbelo now coast to coast, fed the right corner. Looking to drive inside is Hawkins. Pulled up at the right elbow of Coburn. In on Johnson. Whistling a foul, and he'll shoot two. Jalen Johnson, we talked about picking up fouls in the last couple of games early. That's just his first, and maybe not a bad one to send the big fella to the line where he struggled this year.
Yeah, that's he's gotten off to a much better start from that aspect in this contest. Jalen Johnson, as we've gotten to the 7.5 minute mark before he's picked up anything. And as you say, Coburn 0 for 2 from the stripe in this game already.
He hits this one, though. No matter your favorite game day food, it'll pair perfectly with a Coke. Coca-Cola, together, tastes better. One more free throw to come. On the way. And now he's 50% for the night as Coburn hits a pair in Illinois by 10 again. Kofi Coburn now with 6 in the game. 26-16, 7:23 to go on the half. Goldwire works up top, now to the right to Jeremy Roach. Roach a handoff for Stewart. Stewart to the left, hands it off for Goldwire. Running the weave up top, Hurt has it now. 14 to shoot, to the right it's Roach. Roach off of a Hurt screen. Between the legs of the dribble, thought about firing. Instead to the left to Jalen Johnson. Into the post, trying to feed Hurt. A little bit too tall, off of Hurt, out of bounds, and over to Illinois. Like the idea there, though, just a little bit too high with the pass.
Yeah, Hurt had gotten behind the defense, but he was hugging the baseline as well. It was going to be a tough maneuver.
So Illinois has it back. Leading by 10. We're under 7 minutes to go in the half now. Curbelo to the baseline, double team, looking to go cross court. Now Frazier got airborne, trying to draw a foul, no whistle, so he gave it to Hawkins. 10 to shoot. Curbelo out near the center circle. Looking to penetrate, thought about a step back, steps underneath. I think he walked. No, we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Matthew Hurt with a little bit of a push. It'll be on the floor. No, we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Matthew Hurt with a little bit of a push. It'll be on the floor.
Oh, Matthew Hurt thought it was on the...
That is the sixth foul on the Blue Devils, so now both teams will shoot 1-1 on common fouls. I think Mike Krzyzewski's up asking the same question I was.
Yeah, exactly. Miller back into the game for Illinois, their leading scorer, and he's wide open.
Is it up top? Now they go to the right, and Hawkins looking inside. Goldwire all over him. Goldwire with 2 steals in each game so far, 3 in one of them, and he forces a turnover here. Johnson with the theft. Open on the left, thought about a 3. Step back 3. Rimmed out. Hurt tapped it to himself, but he's going to pick up a foul coming over the back, and that's 3 on Matthew Hurt.
And 2 of them have been over the back just like that, trying to crash the offensive boards, and he's beating himself up right now. He's going to go take a seat, and that's the last we're going to see of Matthew Hurt in this half.
Should be a 1-1. It's the 7th foul. Well, maybe they're going to call player control. Wow, interesting. And
yeah,
no,
I think somebody wasn't paying attention down there.
And because of that plexiglass, there's like a communication system downstairs with the official score and the officials. Michael Stevens over talking, and it is 1-1. I think they're going to have to fix the clock here. Some time went off.
Yes, it did.
And now Ron Groover over for a word with Michael Stevens.
See if they remember who the foul was committed against.
The biggest story right now, though, is Matthew Hurt with 3 fouls on the Blue Devil bench. He's their leading scorer with 8 points.
Yeah, he's played really well. 4 out of 6 from the floor, and 2 of the 3 fouls were trying to make a good offensive play on the offensive glass, but got physical, and so that's going to be tough to have him have to sit the rest of the half.
While they look to see who the foul was against, to see who the free throw shooter is going to be, we remind you that this game between Duke and Illinois is presented by Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org.
It looks from the replay that Desumu was the guy who was positioned under the basket and was trying to take care of that rebound before Hurt came through the box out and hit him, but Desumu is not going to the line. Maybe he is. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, he is. There we go.
Haven't put any more time on the clock either. I thought there was a second or 2 that came off. What's the saying? 2020? There's a lot going on downstairs right now.
Yes. Desumu is 77% shooter at the line, and he's 2 for 2 in this game. In fact, his only points in this game are 2 free throws, which is kind of surprising for somebody averaging 23.8.
Ron Groover and Michael Stevens still talking things over. Mike Krzyzewski a little bit frustrated at the moment. Arms folded across his chest.
Oh, they just put 5 seconds back on the clock. Okay. So 6:19 to go in the half now.
And here's Desumu at the line for the front end of the 1-1. Well, all that time didn't ice him. He hits the first.
It's going to take more than that.
Illinois has made just 1 of their last 4 from the field, but they've got this lead basically because of the 3-point shooting. They're 4 of 5, and the Blue Devils are 0 of 6 as Desumu knocks down a pair. And it's 28-16. The Illini lead by 12. They've led by as many as 14. The Blue Devils have never had the advantage so far tonight. And here's Jalen Johnson at the top of the key. Works his way to the right. Williams there defensively, looking to drive him. Got into the paint, spun to the baseline. Step back jumper on the way from 8 feet. It's too strong, and Coburn the rebound for Illinois. Blue Devils 8 of 25 from the field now, 32%. Curbelo backing down on Jeremy Roach. Crosses over into the paint, left side of the lane, took an extra step, and yes, he did travel to turn it over. He's looking for a foul. I think he was fouled, but I think it was after the travel.
Right. Blue Devils bring Mark Williams back in now here at the dead ball.
True 7-footer, 230 out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. He's out there with Goldwire, Stewart, Roach, and Johnson. Here's Goldwire up top for DJ Stewart. Roach trying to come free on the right. Fed to the baseline. Roach has it. Looking inside for Williams. Nothing doing. Off to the left it goes for Jordan Goldwire. Goldwire head up is fouled by Corbello reaching in, and that'll be his second. And Jordan Goldwire, the crafty senior, rewarded with free throws.
And he sold it pretty well, too, with a nice body shake after the contact.
Wendell Moore Jr. comes back into the game. He had started the first 3 games, came off the bench tonight. He's only played 3 minutes so far, as DJ Stewart will get a breather. Moore, the sophomore forward, 6'6", 213 out of Charlotte. Goldwire at the line for a 1-and-1. Missed the front end. He had made his only 2 other attempts this season. Isn't that kind of night shooting so far for the Blue Devils? Dosumu inside, lobs it back up top. Williams thought about a 3. Dribble to the left, nearly lost it. Oh, Dosumu wide open the left corner, missed a 3. Dashonishvili, the offensive board, double teamed on the baseline, trying to spin out of it. 5-second call's got to be getting up there. Puts it on the deck, backing down on Williams. Steps underneath, left it short. Williams trying to get the basketball in the paint. It's on the deck. He's trying to save it. We got a whistle on a tie-up, and the alternating possession will give it to the Blue Devils. You like the feistiness from the freshman going to the deck.
You sure do. And Illinois, the same. One of their guys down there, Williams, who certainly not a freshman, a veteran senior, both scrapping for it down there in the paint. Blue Devils have a chance to get it back to 10 or less.
Ever since that long delay when they're trying to figure out the free throws moment, it's been kind of choppy the last few minutes.
True.
Goldwire to the left and Williams. Williams a handoff for Moore. See if Wendell can get going. Trying to drive to the baseline. Dashonishvili there defensively. Got airborne. Flung it back up top for Goldwire. Did well to save the possession. Now at the right elbow to the right Johnson. Johnson on the drive. Kicks it to the right corner. Moore. A pump fake from 3. 10 to shoot. Lost it on the way in. Williams out of there with the basketball. Illinois in transition with Miller. And on Roach. Scoop it up. Around and out. Tap follow no. And they fight for the rebound in the corner. Goldwire able to save it for Roach. Blue Devils need points. Down 28-16, 4:23 to play in the half. Roach floats it to Williams, and he dunks it down for 2.
What a nice connection to finish off a transition play and bring the Blue Devils within 10.
28-18, a high percentage look above the rim. Frazier to the left, threw it out of bounds. That's the 6th turnover for Illinois, and the Blue Devils have it back, I should say, down by 10, 28-18. And John, you think about it, 4:05 to go in the half. It has been pretty offensively, but somehow Duke's only down by 10.
Yeah, a couple of stops in a row here, and that's what you need to build a run. And so they've gotten a couple, see if they can convert on the other end, and they can get this thing down to 5 or 6 by halftime. That's not so bad.
There's Joey Baker at the top of the key. He can fill it up in a hurry, driving inside, some contact, and he'll shoot free throws. The foul is going to be on DeMonte Williams, and that's his second. And we'll take a break. 3:52 to play till halftime. Blue Devils down 28-18.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
60 Final Four appearances, 5 national championships. This is Duke basketball from Learfield IMG College.
Best Rental is Duke's preferred full-service, general equipment, wedding, party, and event rental source. The next time you're in need, turn to Best Rental and let their professional staff show you why they are the best in town. Best Rental is located. That's 919-286-3708.
For any surface in every season, there's a Continental tire that delivers superior performance. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence, no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Did you know that right now Geico is offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies? That's on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Visit geico.com to learn more. David Schmidt alongside John Rose, our producer and engineer. Kyle Schatzberger back inside our network studios. It'll be along at halftime. Busy night on the ACC scoreboard with the ACC Big Ten Challenge getting underway. Another big ball game in Bog Island Fieldhouse today, I believe, with Kansas and Creighton getting together. Our story here, 3:52 to play in the first half. The Blue Devils trailing by 10, 28-18, but headed to the free throw line with Joey Baker.
And we'll look forward to getting all those scores from Kyle at the half. Right now, it looks like the Big Ten's up 3-1 in the early going of the first half of the doubleheader day.
Well, Miami won the first game, I believe, of all the games, and since then,
that's the one.
It's been a clean sweep.
Yep.
Was it overtime in one of those?
Yeah, it was Minnesota beating Boston College in overtime.
Notre Dame and Ohio State were going back and forth. That was a closely played game.
And Iowa won by double figures over Carolina. And Kyle will have all the details coming up at the break, as well as the other games in progress, which there are several.
Syracuse and Rutgers, right? That's the other one.
Yeah, and plus it's also Penn State, Virginia Tech's in action right now. Yeah.
That one had a football score earlier, 17-3. Penn State with the start on the road. Here's Baker at the line out of the timeout, and he gets the roll on the free throw. Blue Devil fans, Food Line is the proud sponsor of Score to Give More. For every free throw the Blue Devils make this season, Food Line Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank to help our neighbors in need this winter. Score to Give More is presented by Food Line, the official grocer of the ACC. And Baker adds 200 to the tally as he knocks down a pair.
His first two free throws of the season, and Duke's within 8.
28-20, 3:47 to go in the half. Dosunmu, guarded by Goldwire up top, works his way to the right. On the drive, pulls up at the right elbow and knocks it down. Dosunmu with 6. And Illinois by 10 again.
That was his first field goal. His previous 4 points were all at the foul line.
Goldwire going to call out the offense, lob it to the right elbow, and there's Williams looking for a backdoor cut for Goldwire, not there, so a handoff for Joey Baker. Baker on the drive, looking for some space, hands it off for Goldwire. Goldwire into the paint, all the way to the rim, righty push shot, no, and it hangs on the rim, and Dosunmu out of there with the basketball for the Illini. 3:12 to go in the half, Duke down by 10. Quick three from Frazier on the right, and they're 5 of 7 from deep.
The Blue Devils were trying to get back on defense, and mostly they had, but that shot from the corner just came so quickly, and now it's 33-20 with just over 3 minutes to go.
And Mike Krzyzewski wants to talk it over. We'll break for 30. The Blue Devils down by 13.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina resolves to help you stay healthy during COVID-19. Just a few simple steps called the 3 W's go a long way in protecting you and your loved ones. Wear a cloth face covering. Wait by standing 6 feet apart from others. And wash your hands often. Together, by practicing the 3 W's, we can resolve to improve the health of our state. Learn more at bluecrossnc.com/3W.
3:04 to play here in the opening half. Blue Devils trailing Illini by 13, 33-20. John, it's not hard to find the difference in the game. Illinois 5 of 7 from deep. The Blue Devils have missed their first 6.
Yeah, that's not at all hard to notice, and it was actually very similar a week ago tonight against Michigan State when the Blue Devils could not drop a 3 in that game either, and it was extremely hard to stay close when you can't hit from the perimeter.
Roach on the drop, came wide open and lays it in off the right side.
I mean, there was nobody defending that drive in from the right.
We play out of the timeout, trims it to 11, 2:47 to go in the half. Dosunmu off of a screen up top. Works his way to the right, now feeds Frazier. Frazier lobs it in the post, but Shanishvili's fouled by Jamin Brakefield as they were trying to feed it inside. That's his first, and it'll be a 1-and-1. Shanishvili is 1 of 4 on the year at the charity stripe, so you got to be ready to pull a rebound here. Native of Rustavi, Georgia. So his teammates call him Georgie B because no one wants to take a shot at the last name. Front end of the 1-and-1. And he knocks it down. Didn't look like a 25% free throw shooter there.
Is this one of those 1 for 4, 25%? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Small sample size here in the early going.
As Coburn comes off the bench, and this is one of those lineups Mike Krzyzewski talked about where they can go kind of big with Coburn and Bashanishvili on the floor at the same time. Second free throw.
Duke is not very big out there right now as Jalen Johnson He's really the biggest guy at 6'9".
Shanishvili knocks down a pair, 35-22. Blue Devils down by 13, 2.5 minutes to play to intermission. Roach on the drive, got to the baseline, counted, made a chance for three. Jeremy Roach has come to life here in the first half.
He's injecting something into the Blue Devil offensive end of the floor right now. A couple of drives from the same spot on the floor, and this time the added bonus of getting a free throw attempt with it. Can get Duke back to within 10 if he can knock it down.
Chance to set a personal best for a game here in the first half. Small sample size, fourth game of the season, but still, you love to see his scoring as the free throw is good. And quite frankly, the Blue Devils need it right now. Their leading scorer, Matthew Hurt's been on the bench since the 6:19 mark. He's got 8 in the game, but he's also got 3 fouls. Blue Devils down by 10, 35-25. Starting to come to life, though, on the offensive end of the floor. They need to stop. 2:22 to go in the half. Dosunmu dribbling to the right. Roach and Goldwire all over him. Flings it to the corner. Shanishvili. 15 to shoot. Big fella with the bounce. Underhand scoop finds Miller at the top of the key. Baker there defensively. 8 to shoot. Dosunmu tapped out of his hands by Goldwire. Had to chase him backcourt to save it. Now looking to drive. Got to the baseline all the way in and laid it up and in for 2.
A lot of hard work by both guys and paid off for Illinois.
37-25, the Illini by 12. It feels like it's been 12 or 10 for most of the half. Roach at the free throw line. Step back 2. Rattled out the rebound for Dosunmu. Long hit ahead for Shanishvili. Oh, rejected! Baker with a block. And it's out of bounds. It's get a foul on Illinois. Roach went down hard. Blue Devils won a flagrant.
Roach finally gets up. He stayed on the court for a couple of moments.
That's on Kofi Coburn. That was one where Baker got called for a flagrant the game before against Bellarmine. He hit him in the head. No, not much intent there, but you wonder if it's at least worth a peek.
Yeah, we'll see if they gather. Apparently not.
They're talking about it, and they say nothing extra there. It is the 10th team foul in Illinois, so it's 2 free throws at the other end. But how about Joey Baker's athleticism?
Yeah, to get up and stop that. What looked to be a certain layup from when the pass was thrown. And Baker just came out of nowhere and got a piece.
And now Roach with 8 as he hits the first free throw. 1 more to come. On the way. And he cuts it to 10. Jeremy Roach with 9 here to lead the scoring for the Blue Devils. 100 seconds to play in the opening half. Blue Devils down by 10, 37-27. Frazier off of a screen up top. Fed it for Dosunmu. Dosunmu working his way to the right elbow. Dribbles behind his back, cuts to the left, fed it inside for Coburn. Blocked by Johnson, and he saved it for Roach, but he was on the baseline. Oh, a shake of the head for the young man. Get that out of there.
Wow. A couple of really impressive blocks here, defensive moves on the last couple of Illinois attempts to go to the post.
Shot clock's at 15. Dosunmu lobs one up top. Miller to the left, Frazier. Now Dosunmu drives the baseline, cut off by Henry Coleman, flung it back outside. Frazier 3. My goodness, they can't miss.
Boy, they are 7 out of 9 from beyond the arc.
And it's 40-27 as we approach a minute to play in the half. Johnson to the left and Baker. Now to the right and Jeremy Roach. Roach surveys the defense. We're under a minute to play in the half. Top of the key, feeds Johnson on the right. Back to Roach. He's at the hot hand, crosses over. Step back, got Coburn airborne, but fed it to Johnson. 7 to shoot. On the drive, into the paint. Forced it up and in. Jalen Johnson's got 4, and we got a timeout for Illinois. 45.6 to play till halftime. Blue Devils down by 11 as we break for 30.
Today tastes like movie night.
Okay, whose turn is it to choose?
And everyone's favorite hit, pizza and Coke. Today tastes like front row seats for all. Like cushions and popcorn. And counting the seconds.
Pizza's here.
Today tastes like a slice of the action. Like we belong here and now. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Together tastes better.
Back here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium, 45.6 to play till halftime. Blue Devils find themselves down by 11, 40-29. But John, we were talking during that quick break right there. I think we both kind of like the way this team is playing right now. And eventually, you have to think a three is going to go on Duke's side, and maybe one will bounce out on the Illinois side. Yeah, because that's certainly the difference in the game right now. The three-point shooting of Illinois, they've made 6, and Duke has missed 6. And so that's obviously a huge swing right there. And now with 45 and a half seconds left in the half, I wonder if the Blue Devils can work something to get 2 possessions for 1 here and try to score twice before the half ends. Shanishvili will inbound for Dosumu. Bring it up slowly. Goldwire. They're trying to trap him in backcourt. Works his way into a triple team on the right sideline. Fed it for Frazier. Thought he might fire. Instead, back up top for Dosumu. A little surprised Illinois didn't try to go 2 for 1 there. Yeah. 13 to shoot. Dosumu crosses over. Got a moving screen from Frazier. Fed it back up top. Frazier. Pump fake, drives inside, whipped it for Coburn. Coleman recovered defensively. Now Bashanishvili putting the shoulder into Johnson, counted in a chance for 3. And that was textbook how to run the clock down, score, and go to the free throw line. They got the shot clock all the way down to 2 seconds before he shot and made the little hook in the lane. So expertly executed by Illinois to take the 13-point lead with the free throw to come. Yep, and a chance to stretch it to 14, which would equal their largest lead of the night. I was a little surprised the Frazier moving screen up top wasn't called the handoff while you're rolling. A lot of times they'll call that as Bashanishvili hit his first 2 free throws, hits this one as well. And he's got 7. And the Blue Devils find themselves down by 14 again. Did a lot of hard work to get it down to 8, and now Illinois has stretched it out again. 10 seconds to go in the half. Big possession. Jeremy Roach at the top of the key, looking to drive, cut off, cross-court feed, Goldwire able to save it. 4 to shoot, left side 3, left it short, the rebound for Dosumu, and that'll take us to halftime. Illinois shoots 52%, hits 6 threes, 9 of 11 at the charity stripe, against a 12 of 32 shooting performance for the Blue Devils, 38%, and 0 for 7 from distance, and that adds up to a 14-point deficit for the Blue Devils at intermission. 43-29 our scores. We send it to Kyle in the studio.
David, thank you. Night 1 of the ACC Big Ten Challenge, and it's the Big Ten who is tightening the grip on night 1. Updates across the event. There are 7 total games in a top 10 battle in Lawrence. I'll have a final between Creighton and Kansas, and highlights from our first half as Duke trails Illinois after 20 minutes play, 43-29, and our halftime coverage is heading your way next.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 280 South Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
Catches it with spin, drops down the baseline. Lay it jam. Sticks back for 3. From way downtown. Drives the lane. Kaboom! Got it. And gets the foul. Are you kidding me?
Keep the excitement of game day going in a Nissan with game-changing tech that makes every drive as exciting as a game-winning buzzer beater. Get to Nissan, proud partner of Duke Athletics.
The passion, the excitement, the tradition. This is Duke basketball from Learfield IMG College.
It's bow time. So it's game time, and you got a bunch of rabid fans.
Dad, we're hungry.
You head out to fire up burgers and dogs and go from grill master to MVP. Then you realize you're out of GAS. Yup, out of gas on game day. What do? Drop a big bow box on it. Game on. Feed a family of 4 with 8 pieces of chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. It's bow time.
We saved big money with our Progressive Home and Auto Bundle and used the cash to take a family vacation.
To Hawaii.
Who's up for a luau?
Yeah!
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big money with Progressive, but not enough to go to Hawaii. They'll probably use it for things like the mortgage and groceries, or even a travel magazine, so at least they can see pictures of Hawaii.
Aloha!
Yes, say hello to those beautiful Hawaiian beaches in that magazine. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Welcome to the Duke Basketball Halftime Report. We'll break down the game's first 20 minutes, update scores from the ACC in the top 25, and begin the second half. Our halftime coverage begins inside the Learfield IMG College Network Studios. Here's Kyle Schatzberger.
Number 10, Duke down to number 6, Illinois, 43-29 at the half from Cameron. Duke basketball is brought to you by Mike D's Barbecue from right in Durham. Mike D's is the preferred sauce and rub of Duke Athletics. Throw some D's on it. 16th ranked North Carolina found themselves in the Hawkeye State for the first time in 31 years, and it was not a welcome visit. Third ranked Iowa scores a 93-80 win at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Their 17th win in 18 games at home and 8th all time in the challenge. That's the ACC Big Ten Challenge tonight that tips off. Jordan Bohannon led all scores tonight with 24. And the Big Ten has proven to be dominant on night one of the 22nd year of this event, backing up Iowa's win with wins also from number 22 Ohio State at Notre Dame, 90-85, and Minnesota in overtime, 85-80 over Boston College. Lone victory for the ACC through the night's first 4 games featured Miami over Purdue. Final in that one, Hurricanes 58 and the Boilermakers 54. Looking to join the Hurricanes and waving the flag for the ACC tonight is Syracuse.
Syracuse is back. Harper ahead to Young. 1-on-3. Flip pass back to Harper. Open 3. Good. And Rutgers is up 10-5. And so they have come out shooting from the outside and hitting. Rutgers the early 5-point lead.
Chris Carlin from Learfield IMG College. No such luck in the first half of the Oranges. Rutgers is ahead 34-30. And in one other contest, 15th ranked 4-0 Virginia Tech is getting hammered by Penn State at Castle Coliseum, 64-41, approaching the middle point of the second half. One other final to give you, 5th ranked Kansas edges number 8 Creighton at Fall Allen thanks to a Jalen Wilson go-ahead 3 with 42 seconds left in the game. At the half, it's Illinois 43 and Duke 29. We'll take you through the first half highlights in just a moment on the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
What do you get when you combine instant wins with growing progressive jackpots? You get the new Fast Play games. Yeah, it's a winning combination. Like a home run mixed with a touchdown, or a puppy mixed with a unicorn, or a rocket mixed with a yacht. With Fast Play games, you play to win loads of cash prizes instantly, with winnings on the spot. And the excitement doesn't stop there. Fast Play games offer a rolling progressive jackpot that grows by the minute, with each ticket sold. Jackpot prize can be won instantly, too, so there's no waiting around for a drawing. There are so many ways to play and win, with a variety of Fast Play games to choose from, like Jackpot 7, Lucky Clover, and Rocket Bingo. Instant wins, rolling jackpots, and lots of great games. New Fast Play from the North Carolina Education Lottery. You have to play it to believe it. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds to win a prize range from 1 in 3.11 to 4.0. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Today's game is brought to you by Indeed. If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed immediately delivers quality candidates from our resume database when you upgrade your job post. Get started at Indeed.com/credit. This is Blue Devil Basketball from Learfield IMG College.
It's back, the return of the prestigious Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, honoring college sports excellence across all competitive divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow along with L Directors Cup on Twitter or online to see which schools will be taking home a first place trophy in June for their season-long success. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, a premier institutional award jointly launched in 1993 by USA Today and NACDA.
Woo! Got my nachos, got my big TV, and my favorite chair. It's game time. But you know, the only thing that would make it a little better is if I could listen to my local broadcasters while watching the game.
Hello. You must have wished for your game to be synced with TV and radio.
I sure did.
Do you have a DVR?
You bet.
Do you have a streaming device?
Yeah.
Blammo! Your game is now synced. It's that easy.
Oh, boy.
To see if you can get synced, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield IMG College.
Syncmygame.com?
Syncmygame.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of University. Reuse of this present G College by Lear.
43, Blue Devils 29 at the break. It was the kind of start you dream of as a visitor when you step on a Coach K court. No Cameron Crazies and a cold shooting Duke team. The Blue Devils started 1 of 5 from the floor. Illinois 5 of 7, and 3 Duke turnovers lifted Illinois to a 12-0 run, round to a 14-2 lead. Adam Miller's three-pointer at the 13:55 stretch grew the Illini's advantage to 14 at 17-3. Matthew Hurt did his best to help the Blue Devils establish themselves on the offensive end of the floor, scoring 8 points, but in only 12 minutes as he collected a third foul with 6:19 left to go in the first frame. Flying in to provide some support in his absence was Mark Williams.
8 points. Now 28-16, 4:23 to play in the half. Roach floats it to Williams, and he dunks it down for 2.
What a nice connection to finish off a transition play and bring the Blue Devils within 10.
Duke trailed 28-18. Jeremy Roach had the assist there, but he was more than just a point man in half number 1.
Roach on the drive, got to the baseline, counted, and a chance for 3. Jeremy Roach has come to life here in the first half.
He's injecting something into the Blue Devil offensive end of the floor right now. A couple of drives from the same spot on the floor, and this time the added bonus of getting a free throw.
Free throw was good. 10-point game, 35-25. Duke cut the deficit to 8 at the under 4 timeout, but another 3 this time from Trent Frazier grew the Illini lead back to 13. And down the final stretch of the frame, though, Duke's defense helped to minimize any further damage.
Dosunmu working his way to the right elbow, dribbles behind his back, cuts to the left, fed it inside for Coburn. Blocked by Johnson, and he saved it for Roach, but he was on the baseline. Oh, a shake of the head for the young man. Get that out of there.
43-29, though, would be the lead for Illinois after 1 half of play. We'll take a timeout, come back, go to John Roth inside Cameron Indoor Stadium in just a moment.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice independent agency, Anders, Ireland and Marshall at 4140 Park Lake Drive, Suite 520 in Raleigh.
Today tastes like movie night.
Okay, whose turn is it to choose?
And everyone's favorite hit, pizza and Coke. Today tastes like front row seats for all. Like cushions and popcorn. And counting the seconds.
Pizza's here.
Today tastes like a slice of the action. Like we belong here and now. And it never tasted this good. Coca-Cola. Together tastes better.
The Brotherhood plays here. This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield IMG College.
Next time you get the urge for a snack, pull into your favorite convenience store and grab some crunch. Look for Carolina Country pork rinds, popcorn cracklings, and fried pork skins. Low in carbs, high in flavor, and packed with crunch. Carolina Country pork snacks are the go-to snacks when it's crunch time. Grab a bag today and you'll see what I mean. No other brand of snacks has more crunch than Carolina Country. Look for the bag with sunshine at your favorite convenience store. Get your crunch on today with Carolina Country pork snacks. They're the official pork skins of the Blue Devils.
Start with a foundation of toughness, then add exceptional intelligence and dominating power. That's how you build a winner. And that's how Ford builds their lineup of vehicles with features like EcoBoost technology for a winning combination of power and performance. Another reason why Ford is America's best-selling brand 10 years in a row. Leaders aren't born, they're built. And in the Carolinas, they're built for victory. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. Based on 2010 through 2019 calendar year sales.
Illinois in control in this first half, up 43-29 on Duke at halftime. Duke's leading scorer in the first half, Jeremy Roach, with 9 points on 3 out of 6 shooting, followed closely by Matthew Hurt with 8. Although Matthew missed significant time in the half with 3 fouls, and Jalen Johnson and Joey Baker each with 4 points. Blue Devils shot only 37% from the floor and were 0 for 7 from three-point range. Leading scorer for Illinois, Dosunmu with 8 points. Actually, Adam Miller with 9 points, the freshman on 3 3-pointers, and Dosunmu with 8. And then Coburn and Frazier with 6 apiece, and the Illini shot 52%, and they were hot from beyond the arc. 6 out of 8 for 75%. Rebounding, Illinois also won that battle 19-16. So Illinois takes the measure of Duke here in the first half with a good start and a good finish. They're up 43-29 at the break. We got the second half coming your way next.
College basketball is back on Sirius XM. On ACC Radio, there's live coverage for every college basketball team in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of Sirius XM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See other details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/ACC basketball.
It's bow time. So it's game time, and you got a bunch of Rabbit fans.
Dad, we're hungry.
You head out to fire up Burgers and Dogs and go from Grill Master to MVP. Then you realize you're out of GAS. Yup, out of gas on game day. What do? Drop a big bow box on it. Game on. Feed a family of 4 with 8 pieces of chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. It's bow time.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it. Up and in for 2.
This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Are you looking to buy a house, ready to refinance? Rates are at historic lows, so now is a great time to check out Alcova Mortgage for a fast and simple mortgage process. Just call or text Steve Hobbs at 919-414-0919 or apply online and get a free quote at alcovaraleigh.com. Alcova Mortgage, LLC. Company NMLS ID number 40508. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender.
Sales are rising quickly, but without another lead baker, Dale's Bakery is going to feel the heat.
Hey, you're baking alone today. I have to handle this order for the restaurant down the street.
Cool, but who's going to handle the pastries? He needs to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Off we go to the second half. Blue Devils trailing 43-29. Before we get the second half started, let's revisit our keys to the game delivered by your Carolina Ford dealers. The Built Ford Tough 2020 F-150, built for victory, built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer, proud partner of Duke Athletics.
Well, we made 3 suggestions for keys to the game, and the one was get back on defense for the Blue Devils. They didn't do that. They gave up 14-2 edge and fast break points. One was to chase them off the 3-point line. They didn't do that. They hit 6 out of 8 3-pointers. The other was to run efficient half-court offense. They really didn't do that either. And they were 0 for 7 from 3. So maybe if those 3 things happen here in the second half, this score will flip and the Blue Devils can turn it around.
That's the goal, right? Coming out of the locker room. Going to change the lineup a little bit to start the second half. One change, Mark Williams will not start the second half. Instead, Jeremy Roach will. Why not? The freshman guard, 6'2", 180 out of Leesburg, Virginia, had 9 in the first half to lead the scoring. The other 4 starters are still out there. Goldwire, Stewart, Johnson, and Hurt, who had 8 before going to the bench with 3 fouls at just over 6 minutes to play in the half. Blue Devils work right to left as we see it here in the second half. Illinois with the basketball first. Dosumu looking to drive, has a driving lane to the baseline, cut off, kicks it to the right. Williams a 3, and Illinois picks up right where they left off.
That was really good ball movement. They got the defense moving towards the wing, and then he had a quick pass down into the corner to an open man for a clean look.
17-point lead, the biggest of the night. Roach at the left elbow. Probing, back up top it comes for DJ Stewart. Johnson to catch at the free throw line. Faces up, nearly knocked out of his hands from behind, but a foul is going to be called. And they're going to give it to Dosumu, and that'll be his first.
No real foul trouble yet for Illinois, and Hurt the only guy for Duke with those 3.
Johnson and Williams each with 2 for the Blue Devils. Frazier, Williams, and Curbelo with 2 for Illinois as Johnson gets inside but can't finish, and Coburn clears the miss. Here's Dosumu on a right side drive. Can't finish over Jeremy Roach, and the rebound for Jalen Johnson. Johnson for the trailer Roach. Blue Devils still looking for their first 3 of the night. See if Johnson can give it to him. At the top of the key, it's offline right. Long rebound controlled by Frazier. A minute gone in the second half. The Blue Devils have yet to score in the second stanza. They're down by 17 as Coburn goes to work inside, and he'll be rewarded with free throws as Jalen Johnson just picked up his 3rd.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup really for anybody because of his sheer size, and he's actually got pretty good footwork in there, and so he knows how to use his body to draw contact as he barrels himself down and turns and positions and looks for the rim.
Kofi Coburn at the free throw line, where in the first half he was 2 for 4, and he gets a friendly roll on the first attempt here in the second stanza.
Big Ten Freshman of the Year last year.
He's got a chance here to make this a 19-point cushion for the Illini. You stretch back to the first half. They've scored the last 7. Now the last 8.
Wow, 48-29, just into the second half.
Stewart in the left corner. Blue Devils need some offense. Johnson up top, looking to drive on Coburn. Gets inside, forced it up, and he can't get the roll, but Coburn picks up a foul. That'll be his second, and free throws for Jalen Johnson.
Blue Devils could sure use a finish on any of these plays similar to that, where they got a shot at the rim and a draw on contact.
Johnson this year has made 5 of his 8 free throws. This is his first attempt tonight. Right-handed free throw shooter. Can't hit the first. Blue Devil Fans Food Line is the proud sponsor. Score to give more. For every free throw the Blue Devils make this season, Food Line Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank to help our neighbors in need this winter. Score to give more is presented by Food Line, the official grocer of the ACC. The second free throw goes begging as well. Illinois clears the miss, so an empty trip, and it's still 48-29. 18:30 to go. Plenty of time to come back, but got to get the offense going. Frazier looking inside, nothing doing. To the left elbow, Williams lobbed it over the top to Coburn. As you said, a mismatch inside, missed the shot, and Goldwire caught him on the right arm.
Jalen was right there as well, but kind of backed off just to avoid picking up his 4th foul.
Now Kofi Coburn back to the free throw line. A chance to give Illinois a 20-point lead.
And don't you feel if you're Illinois, you're going to try to keep feeding him and see how many Blue Devils you can foul out of the game?
As we said, Duke went a little bit smaller here to start the second half with Williams on the bench, and Illinois certainly noticed as this free throw's no good. Jamin Breakfield's going to come in now. A freshman out of Jackson, Mississippi, as Jalen Johnson will come out. One more free throw. 7 foot, 285. Missed them both. Breakfield clears the miss. So Goldwire head up quickly down the floor. 3-on-4, needs some help. To the right, it's Roach. Into the paint, all the way in. Lefty scoop for 2.
Roach, the first Blue Devil to hit double figures.
First time in his career, he's hit double figures. 48-31. Can you get a stop? Frazier up top for Williams. Stewart there defensively. A handoff for Dosumu. Looking to the left, picked up his dribble, fed it back to the right, and Williams. Inside, nothing doing. Now they find Coburn. Breakfield all over. Put the shoulder into him. That's an offensive foul.
Really nice
Breakfield
move.
Fired up.
He sure is. Really nice move because he kind of turned and positioned himself as Cofield was on the move. And nice job defensively to draw that contact.
And sends Coburn to the bench. Bashanishvili comes in. 3 fouls on Coburn. He leaves with 17:50 to go. See if the Blue Devils can draw a little bit closer, down by 17. Goldwire lobs it in for Hurt. Nice catch. Fouled. Oh, it won't go, but he'll shoot 2. I think they're going to tag Williams with the foul. And as you said, John, you'd love for some of these to drop in and have a chance for 3.
There have been a handful of those where you're right. You're getting hit, but it's not such that you get knocked off your point, and it'd be nice to finish a few.
It is the foul on DeMonte Williams, and now 3 on him.
It's also easy to say from the crow's nest.
Yeah. As Hurt's first free throw. Boy, leaving some points at the charity stripe. The Blue Devils now 5 of 9, and they've missed their last 3.
Leaving points at all the stripes tonight. 0 for 7 from 3, and not hitting the free throws either.
Corbello comes in as Williams goes out with those 3 fouls. Hurt, an excellent free throw shooter. 80% on the year coming in. See if he can convert this one. Up. Missed them both. Yikes. Looked pretty good stroke. Just couldn't get a roll. And Now some full court pressure. Corbello trying to penetrate. Chase from behind and stolen by Goldwire. 5-on-3. Goldwire takes it in, put it up, got it blocked. Hurt cleans it up off the left side for 2.
Hurt following up and staying in the play, even though it looked like a fast break finish, and he was able to get the second chance points. Blue Devils within 15.
And the Blue Devil bench is up trying to provide some energy. You can see Goldwire was going to get that steal. He was stalking from behind, picked it cleanly. He's got 2 more steals here tonight. He's got 2. Jalen Johnson's got 2. The team with 4. Now there's Sumo in backcourt. Shovels one off to the left at Frazier. Here's that 3-quarter court pressure. Corbello in a world of trouble. Cross-court feed finds DeSumo, who nearly lost it out of bounds. Now he's matched up with Hurd. Goldwire recovers defensively. Little's trying to get lined up with 15 to shoot. Corbello off of the screen up top. Illinois running the weave. DeSumo looking to drop. Pulls up. Tough jumper left it short. Hurd clears the miss. Good defense. Goldwire head up in a 15-point game. Roach looking to drop. What a crossover. Got inside. Blocked from behind. No whistle. They say the block was clean. Mike Krzyzewski in disbelief.
As was his entire staff, who all leapt off of their seats.
Looked like it was clean up top, but a lot of body contact down below.
So the Blue Devils will put it in play from under the basket.
Goldwire to inbound, left baseline, right side of his hoop. Off the inbound. Nothing easy, so they're going to have to kick it outside for DJ Stewart. Stewart to the free throw line, lost it, trying to get it back, was pushed to the deck. They let the contact go, and Corbello comes up with it. To the right corner, Frazier, 3. And that one's too strong, a rare miss. Stewart the rebound. Blue Devils want to push it. Stewart weaving through traffic all the way to the hoop, whistle, and an offensive foul.
Headstrong for the basket, and Illinois got in position and drew the charge.
He picks up his second. Tough to tell if Frazier was in the restricted area. He wasn't the primary defender. That is 3 fouls on the Blue Devils. Illinois has been whistled for 4. We still got 16:37 to go in the second half. And the Blue Devils down 48-33. Here's DeSumo trying to break the pressure. Cross-court feeds for Corbello. Now for Frazier, left side of the lane. Hurt there defensively, just flings it back up top. Andre Corbello, the freshman out of Puerto Rico, running the offense this top. Bashanishvili comes out to set a screen, trying to roll out of it, nothing doing. Get a whistle, travel, and a turnover. That's 9 on Illinois, and the Blue Devils get it back. They've had a couple of chances, John, to whittle this down inside of 15, see if they can convert here.
Yeah, they need to. They've had a couple too many empty possessions here, even after stops. See if they can change that.
Joey Baker comes back into the game for the Blue Devils. So it's Jordan Goldwire, Jeremy Roach, Jamin Brakefield, Matthew Hurt, and Joey Baker, I should say, the 5 on the floor. Roach with a right-hand dribble. Works away to the right. Backdoor feed. What a find to Goldwire. Counted and a chance for 3.
Excellent execution. Hitting Goldwire with a bounce pass as he went baseline, and he did finish through contact that time. There was some strong contact, but he's a strong young man, and he's able to go through it and put it down.
The foul on Hawkins is his first points, first field goal of the night for the senior. And a little bit of a spark for the Blue Devils here. Remember, a moment ago it was 19. A free throw here can cut it down to 12.
Yeah, they've scored 6 points in a row here, unanswered.
Goldwire, 2 for 3 on the year. Make it 3 out of 4.
7-0 run.
16:08 to go. And the Blue Devils with some momentum. DeSumo in backcourt. This pressure has caused Illinois problems. DeSumo lobs it to midcourt. Dangerous pass. Nearly stolen. Instead to the right corner. Back for DeSumo. Driving inside. Ran over Joey Baker. That's an offensive foul. Drew the charge. And another turnover for Illinois. That's their 10.
Joey Baker was definitely outside the arc and was definitely positioned. He saw what was coming and read it and made a good defensive play.
Let's take a break. 15:57 to go. Duke down by 12, 48-36.
From student athletes taking the court to you and your family going about your daily lives, Mako Medical is your trusted partner for COVID-19 testing. Processing more than 2 million COVID-19 tests since April, the Mako team is committed to helping your team. As the official testing partner of Duke Athletics and the ACC, we are driven to provide you with rapid, reliable results as we continue the fight against coronavirus. To learn more about Mako Medical, visit MakoMedical.com. Have you checked out DukeStore.com? Duke University's very own online stores where you'll find hundreds of items nobody else carries. DukeStore.com offers the only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes from Duke University. For unique designs, your favorite logos, and high-quality products, visit DukeStore.com and receive free shipping on all standard orders. DukeStore.com, where real Duke fans shop.
Hey Blue Devils, some of us may be cheering from home this season. You've got the big TV and game time snacks, but no room to cheer. No sweat, you've got options. When you work with Rocket Mortgage, you see all your options right up front. From down payments to closing costs, you know what fits your budget. So if you need a home big enough for your whole team, Rocket can. Get started at RocketMortgage.com. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage provider of Duke Athletics.
Call for cost information and conditions. Take class under license law 50 states, NMLS Consumer Access.org, number 3030.
Today's broadcast is presented by Duke Health, official team doctors for Duke Athletics.
Back here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium, 15:57 to go here in the second half, and the Blue Devils find themselves down by 12, 48-36. And John, one thing you have to like about this young team that Mike Krzyzewski's been very candid that he's still trying to figure some things out with. Even that loss to Michigan State, they had a chance in the second half to roll over. They fought their way back into it. Today's a couple position game in the last minute. And here tonight, it was 19 and looking sideways early in the second half, and the Blue Devils have fought their way back in again.
Yeah, so you got to like that portion of what this team is made of, because they appear to be fighters and they appear to be determined, and so you can't really you can't always coach that. I mean, that's something that guys have, and it's good to see, because being down 19 to start the second half after a couple possessions, that's not easy to bounce back from, and they have been able to do that right now. It's still 12, but they're on a bit of a roll. They've got things working in their favor right now. We'll see if it's down 12 and they have the ball. So we'll see what can happen.
You certainly know the head coach, 41 years now. A lot of basketball knowledge, but if you're a fighter, he can work with that.
Yeah, you can work with that, no question.
Out of the timeout will be Roach, Goldwire, Baker, Brakefield, and Hurt the foul on the floor. And one quick note, that foul a moment ago, the charge on Dosumu, was the 16th foul on Illinois. So the Blue Devils are in the bonus from here to the house on all common fouls.
And they've only committed 3 fouls so far here in this half.
But I think in some respects, you're wrong. That'll affect how Illinois can defend, because you got to be somewhat cognizant that you don't pick up cheap ones around the perimeter. And it maybe affect the offensive production for the Blue Devils as well.
Yeah, so
they're calling out the plays for Illinois. The managers are, at least. They've got a sign that says juice. Not the most creative, I guess.
They're wearing orange, so I don't know if maybe it's just time for a snack. I'm not sure.
Baker for Roach, off to the right of George Goldwire. Goldwire, a jab step, now comes to the top of the key, driving inside, hangs in the air and scores off the left side of the lane.
So 9 straight points now for Duke, and it's back to a 10-point game.
And more full court pressure. Miller trying to inbound, nearly fell down, and now Goldwire nearly stole it in backcourt. It's knocked out of bounds, but will stay with the Illini, and now they got to inbound in an awkward spot deep in the left corner. And John, they've got friends down there. Coleman, Tape, and more wrapping around the baseline.
And they can't move. He can't move. He's got to be a spot throw-in.
And now the officials have come over to the scorer's table. Not quite sure what the question is. And again, we have the questions about the communication with the shot clock, I believe. 15:30 to play here in the second half, and Ron Gruber over for a word. Seems to be okay, though. They've left the shot clock at 26. Nope, reset it to 28.
Yeah, I was wondering how 4 seconds could have run off on that play.
Miller to inbound in an awkward spot. Brakefield contesting. Bounce pass along the sideline. And now Dosumu in a world of trouble, flung it ahead. Hawkins trying to dribble with the left hand. He's double teamed and nearly lost it. And now Miller will calm it down. Hawkins up top to the right, and there's Frazier. 13 on the timer, 15:15 to go. Blue Devils down by 10. Baker low in the crouch defensively. Bashanishvili with a screen. To the left it goes into Sumu, trying to drive. Baker there defensively, and he hung over top of Roach and hit it for 2. Blue Devils quickly down the floor, down by 12. Now 5 minutes gone in the second half. To the left it goes, and Brakefield thought about a three. Remember, he made 4 the other night. Penetrates closer to the left elbow. Now back it down on Hawkins. Got into the paint, kicked it out. Hurt a three. That one's way offline to the left, and Dosumu with the rebound. 3-on-1. Here's a lob to Shanishvili. Will dunk it down at the other end.
Yeah, 2-on-1. Only one guy back for the Blue Devils, and just like that, it's back to 14.
Yep, Illinois scored the last 4. To the left, and Baker into the corner. Brakefield, a pump fake from 3. One dribble, now he backs out of it. Up top for Roach, to the right at Goldwire. 15 on the topper. Joey Baker wasn't looking, or maybe wasn't expecting the pass as he pulled his left arm back, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Jordan Goldwire, and that's 9 turnovers for the Blue Devils.
So you have a lot of successful possessions. You go on a 9-0 run, you get it down to 10, and then you have a couple in a row that don't go your way, and all of a sudden you're down 14 and playing defense.
Stewart back in as Roach will get a breather. So it's Goldwire, Stewart, Brakefield, Hurt, and Baker, the 5 on the floor. Sumu has it up top, dribbling to the right. Goldwire there defensively, behind the back, got in the paint, spun up, tried to force it up, instead kicked it out for Frazier. Good defense by Goldwire. Frazier driving by Stewart, put it off the window for 2.
6 straight now.
Yep. Illinois with an answer. They're back by 16. We go under 14 minutes to play. And now their bench is making some noise. Goldwire off of a Brakefield screen. Up top, Hurt. A good look from 3, and that's too strong. Blue Devils over from distance. Baker a rebound, and he's fouled. We'll see who it's on. It's on Dosumu, and that's his 3rd, and the Blue Devils head to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that's certainly a shot that Matthew Hurt has hit and can hit. Good look, just didn't go.
Blue Devils 0 for 10 from distance after going 13 of 26 against Bellarmine, and Hurt is 0 for 4 after what he had 6 of 8.
6 of 8
against the Knights the other night. I hope at some point that's going to even out.
Yeah, on the season as a whole coming into this game, Hurt was 9 out of 16.
Baker missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but got his own rebound. Trying to dribble inside, double team, nearly lost it. He did. Williams the theft, and then he throws it off Joey Baker. And Illinois gets it back. Tough possession there. Blue Devils now 6 of 12 at the charity stripe. They came in hitting 69% of their free throws. And now we get a whistle. Ted Valentine and Michael Stevens want to talk about something. Shot clock's at 28. Maybe that's what the question is. And I think they're going to say it's good. Miller to inbound left baseline. Lobs it in backcourt. There's Frazier. Stewart there defensively. Blue Devils still with this 3-quarter court pressure they're applying. It's caused some problems for Illinois. Just caused another one. Frazier couldn't catch it cleanly. Lost it along the sideline. And the Blue Devils get it back. Ever since they've gone to this pressure, John, Illinois has not looked comfortable bringing the ball up the floor.
They have not, but when they've gotten up the floor in the half court, they've done pretty well with it.
There's Goldwire off of a Hurt screen. Looking inside, nothing doing. To the left, Brakefield. Had room to shoot, couldn't catch the pass cleanly. Instead, Goldwire will fire, and the 3 won't go. Hurt trying to get a rebound, and he's fouled. And if that is on Williams, that's number 4, and indeed it is. And that is the 8th team foul, so another 1-and-1 opportunity. Matthew Hurt now 8 of 12 on the year at the line after missing 2 tonight. Wendell Moore Jr., Jeremy Roach are going to come back in. As Baker's going to get a breather, and Brakefield's going to go out as well. Everybody played tonight. We've seen Tape, we've seen Coleman, Williams started. Hurt front end of the 1-and-1. Important free throw here. Oh, rattled and went. I need you to go down the next break, John, and soften that rim up a little bit.
I don't think I'm allowed downstairs. We're confined upstairs.
One more free throw. Cuts it to 14. 13-16 to go. Miller to inbound in backcourt. Littles had a 9-0 spurt a moment ago. Could use another one right now. Miller up the right sideline. Oh, he nearly walked, and we get a whistle and a reach-in foul. And that is going to be on Jordan Goldwire, and that'll be his 2nd. That is the 4th team foul on the Blue Devils. John Shire up for some instructions for Wendell Moore Jr. The margin right where it was at halftime when it was 43-29, 11 apiece here in the second stanza so far. Miller to inbound. for Hawkins, back to Miller, into the paint. Tough scoop, lost it out of bounds and over to the Blue Devils. He was off bounds. I think he was looking for foul. No whistle, though.
So there's a
chance to get a little bit
stop
closer.
and see what can happen.
Goldwire on the left side. Looking it over. Hurt comes to set a screen. He turns it down. Now back up top for Hurt. A good look from three. And it's too strong. Just can't find the range tonight. Curbelo in transition. Got to the left corner. Now picks up his dribble. Hesitates. Goes inside. Forced it up over Hurt. Around it in.
Wow.
Nice move by the freshman.
Certainly was. Got inside and was able to outduel a 6'9" defender.
16-point game again. Stewart hits a three in the right corner. They finally get one to go.
0 for 12 from three until that one brings the Blue Devils within 13.
And the streak continues. Now 1,094 consecutive games with a made three-pointer. Second longest streak in the country, of course. And now a steal by Stewart at midcourt. Or maybe on the deck trying to fight for it. It's going to be a tie-up, and the Blue Devils will get the alternating possession. If he could have came up with it, I think he had Roach wide open for a layup and did well to go down and get the basketball. And a chance to get a little bit closer. That three-pointer, by the way, presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. North Carolina reminding you, practice your 3Ws, wear wing wash, re-resolve to help keep North Carolina healthy. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Blue Devils down by 13. Stewart, a three a moment ago, has got the basketball now. Instead, he finds Roach. Back for Stewart. Left side three. High arcer that's too strong. And Bashanishvili, the rebound. That would have been big. Curbelo up the left side. Cross-court feed. Frazier able to save it. Couldn't shoot. I think he wanted to. But had to try to save the possession. Thought about firing in midcourt, and then Stewart crashed into him and picked up his third. And that's going to take us to a timeout. 11:40 to go. The Blue Devils down by 13, 56-43.
Today's horoscope brought to you by Geico.
People will take note of your sunny disposition, Sagittarius. That's because you just switched to Geico and discovered you could save hundreds of dollars a year on car insurance. However, your newfound inner glow may prompt unfounded rumors. Did you get a promotion? Or you want a juice cleanse? Did they give you too much anesthesia at your dentist appointment? Your secret is safe with us, Sagittarius.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Duke basketball is sponsored by Progressive. Drivers who save with Progressive save over $750 on average. This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Catches it with a spin move, drops down the baseline. Two-handed jam. Steps back for three. From way downtown. Drives the lane. Kaboom! Got it! And gets the foul. Are you kidding me?
Keep the excitement of game day going in a Nissan. With game-changing tech that makes every drive as exciting as a game-winning buzzer beater. Get to Nissan, proud partner of Duke Athletics.
Mary's Bistro delivery business is bustling and ready to burst.
Orders 34, 35, and 36 are up. Who's handling these? Hello, Mary's Bistro, now delivering.
It's time to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, together, tastes better. David Schmidt alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Kyle Schasberger back inside our network studios. ACC Big Ten Challenge tonight. Illinois jumped on the Blue Devils early. They had a 14-2 start. And John has kind of hung around that 8 to 13-point mark really most of the night. And here we are, 13-point game, 56-43 with 11:40 to go.
Yeah, Duke got it down to 8 late in the first half before Illinois spurted back up, and then they got it down to, I believe, 10 here in this half with a 9-0 start. But Illinois continues to respond. When the Blue Devils get a little run going, they respond with one of their own. So they've got a what I'd say for them is a nice margin right now, and see how it plays.
Along the left sideline, the Illini will have it out of the timeout with 20 on the shot clock. You said it was a quick start to Illinois here in the second half. They scored the first 5 to go up by 19 after leading by 14 in intermission. And then the Blue Devils had a 9-0 push to cut it to 10, but a quick answer for Illinois to stretch it back out to 16. And a 3 a moment ago by DJ Stewart cut it to 13. The story has been the three-point shooting. The Illini have been selective, but they've hit their shots. They've only attempted 10, but they've made 7. Meanwhile, the Blue Devils uncharacteristically not great from 3 tonight. 1 of 14. That equates to 7%. And the shooting numbers in totality, Illinois has 11 fewer shots, but they've made 2 more. Millard inbound left sideline, bounces it in for Curbelo. Dribbles around to the right, a handoff for Dosumu. At the free throw line, trying to get inside. His pass was blocked by Hurd into the corner. Dosumu chased to collect it with 10 to shoot. Back up top, it comes for Curbelo. 7 on the timer. Coburn back into the game with 3 fouls. Bounce pass finds him inside, blocked by Hurd. Shot clock's at 2. Hurd able to save it to Stewart. Blue Devils have it down by 13. Stewart thought about a 3, crossed over, fed the right corner with Roach. Back for Hurd up top. Plenty of time to run some offense. He wants to drive Coburn, put it on the deck. Spun, jumper up, too strong. And Coburn clears the miss. 1-on-2 in transition. Curbelo's going to take it. Hurd made him reverse it, missed the layup. Bashanishvili put it up, counted it a chance for 3. Goldwire trying to block it from behind, picked up the foul.
Hurd did a nice job. 2 possessions in a row of challenging his shot, even with his 3 fouls and not picking up a foul. But then Goldwire coming in from behind does get some contact.
Hurd's going to come out a teaching moment with Mike Krzyzewski. Blue Devils have taken a lot of difficult 2s here tonight in the intermediate range. As Bashanishvili, high arcing free throws, no good. So it's a 15-point game, under 11 minutes to go now. Wendell Moore Jr. has it on the right. Cross-court feed finds Roach. Blue Devils need a push to get back into it. Moore on the drop, trying to get it started, lays it up off the left side. Coburn got a piece. Illinois the other way, trying to add to a 15-point lead, threw it out of bounds. It was Curbelo trying to find Dosumu, and Duke gets it back. 14 turnovers for the Illini.
Maybe trying to be just a little more flamboyant than the situation called for there, and gives the Blue Devils another opportunity.
Goldwire to the left, there's Moore. Hands it off for DJ Stewart. Stewart has Brakefield up top, 3-ball up and in.
Those 2, nice 2-man game between Stewart and Brakefield to get Brakefield positioned for the open look after Stewart drew 2 defenders. So Duke's got it back to 12 now.
58-46. We come up on the midway point of the second half. Blue Devils trail by 14 at halftime. They've been as close as 10 here in the second half, down by 12 right now. Nearly a steal at midcourt. Curbelo splits a double team, though. Lobs it up top for Coburn, who missed a dunk. Curbelo fouled on the putback attempt, and he'll be rewarded with free throws. We've seen Coburn miss a couple of dunks. That foul's on Wendell Moore Jr. But now Curbelo, 86%, is head of the line. Brakefield did well to defend the dunk attempt, but unfortunately the rebound on the missed dunk came right to Curbelo.
It's actually a pretty good pass by Curbelo.
And the youngster out of Puerto Rico hits the first free throw. He's got 5 in the game now, and it's 59-46 with 10:01 to play in the half.
He's played for their national team at a few international events, the FIBA Under-19 Championships and the Under-17 World Cup. Got a few USA basketball players here on the floor as well.
The second free throw is good, yeah. Hurd and Dosumu were on the same team, the 2018 FIBA Under-18 Americans.
Right.
Set the lineup on the floor for the Blue Devils. It's Brakefield, Roach, Stewart, Johnson, and Goldwire now. Midway point of the second half, the margin right where it was in intermission at 14. Roach at the top of the key. Looks to the right, there's Stewart. Brakefield going to work inside, battling with Frazier. Johnson comes up with the basketball. Free throw line jumper short, got his own miss. Back outside Stewart. A fresh 20 to work with. Stewart crosses over at the top of the key. Got airborne to the left. He finds Goldwire. 10 on the timer. Cross court feed Johnson. Drives in on Coburn. Got airborne, fed Goldwire. 7 to shoot. Back outside. Roach on the drive. Into the paint. Lefty scoop. Coburn got a piece and comes out of there with the basketball. Illinois turns it over again. Goldwire trying to save it in backcourt. Coburn to the deck. Everybody trying to get to the basketball, and a tie-up. And the alternating possession will give it to the Illini. Well, you certainly can't fault the effort tonight for the Blue Devils.
No, you can't. That was really a tremendous play by Goldwire to create that loose ball situation, and alternating possession gives it to Illinois, but Goldwire going all out.
I think the Illini have going for them here tonight. Their defense has been so good, John, in keeping the Blue Devils out of transition. Duke has had to earn everything in the half court.
Yeah, Duke's got 2 fast break points in this game compared to 18 for Illinois.
And now the officials are over at the scores table talking something over with 9:19 to go. And while they talk about that, we'll say that three-pointer a moment ago was presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, reminding you to practice your 3 W's, wear, weight, wash. We resolve to keep North Carolina healthy.
That was a shot clock discussion. They moved it from 22 seconds to 27. Not sure why they're continuing to allow the teams to huddle up.
Yeah, I don't believe a timeout was called. We're not at immediate timeout. Now the officials said, yeah, let's go. I think the officials were a little confused.
Yeah.
An empty gym will do that to you. It's a little different feeling here tonight. And now Ted Valentine wants another word. I think we're ready. Bashanishvili to inbound in backcourt. Dosumu will bring it up. He seems to be the most poised ball handler for them, as you would expect from a junior. Dribbles his way to the right. Now feeds it back up top. Bashanishvili. Cross-court feed finds Frazier on the left. Got by Stewart on the baseline. Got airborne. Bailed out by Dosumu. Drives the right baseline, and his runner is good.
Nice move by Dosumu. Now in double figures.
And the lead is 16, 62 to 46. 8:50 to go. Blue Devils need to push in a hurry. Roach on the drive. Step back. Thought about a long 2. Now he needs help. To the right, Stewart came open from 3 and hit it.
He's now knocked down 2 threes here in this second half, and that one gets Duke to within 13 and a timeout.
Mike Krzyzewski calls for time. We'll take it as well. 8:42 to go. It's 62 to 49.
For any surface in every season, there's a Continental Tire that delivers superior performance. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence, no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Start with a foundation of toughness, then add exceptional intelligence and dominating power. That's how you build a winner. And that's how Ford builds their lineup of vehicles with features like EcoBoost technology for a winning combination of power and performance. Another reason why Ford is America's best-selling brand 10 years in a row. Leaders aren't born, they're built. And in the Carolinas, they're built for victory. Learn more at buyfordnow.com or contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. Based on 2010 through 2019 calendar year sales.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina resolves to help you stay healthy during COVID-19. Just a few simple steps called the 3 W's go a long way in protecting you and your loved ones. Wear a cloth face covering. Wait by standing 6 feet apart from others. And wash your hands often. Together, by practicing the 3 W's, we can resolve to improve the health of our state. Learn more at bluecrossnc.com/3W.
8:42 to go on this one. The Blue Devils trailing Illinois 62 to 49 in this ACC Big Ten Challenge contest between the Blue Devils and the Illini is presented by Duke Health. Duke Health, where thousands of team members are committed to discovering, developing, and delivering the future of healthcare. Learn more at dukehealth.org. Well, it's a 13-point game with 8:42 to go. John, do you feel like the Blue Devils have one more push in them?
It certainly would be nice to see if they do. At this point last week when they were down to Michigan State, they had a nice push in them and it got it down to 2-possession game at the end. And so we're about in the position where that needs to happen at this point, down 13. Because Illinois has been answering everything the Blue Devils have thrown at them when they do get close. You got to suspect that they're going to kind of try to continue to do that. So it's time to make another move here and try to get it down below double figures before the next media timeout, or before the 4-minute timeout.
Perimeter shots have started to fall. I think it was an 0 for 10 start, and now they've made 3 of their last 6.
Actually 0 for 12.
So 3 of the last 4.
Yeah. 2 by Stewart, and the 1 from Brakefield.
Bird's the leading scorer with 12. Roach with 11. Stewart right behind them with 8. Jalen Johnson, the guy you might want to see get going. He's got 4 points here tonight. He's such an athletic presence, although he's on the bench out of the timeout.
He's actually Duke's leading rebounder in the game right now with 7.
It's Roach, Goldwire, Brakefield, Stewart, and Hurt. I thought for a second Joey Baker was in the game. He's just kind of hanging out, standing up in the corner. Dosumu in backcourt, more pressure for the Blue Devils. Lashanishvili wants to get rid of it in a hurry, and Dosumu has it back. Double teamed at midcourt. He's in trouble, gets rid of it for Frazier. Frazier into the post. Coburn with Hurt there defensively. Backing him down, goes up, got contact, missed the shot, but he'll shoot 2, and Matthew Hurt just picked up his 4th.
I mean, that's smart by Illinois. I mean, you got a big guy who can move around the basket. You know Duke's got to pressure him and draw a foul.
Mike Krzyzewski, down by 13 with 8:23 to go, really has no option, I think, but to leave Hurt out there with 4 fouls. It's Coburn will shoot 2. He's 4 of 8 tonight at the line, and he leans into that one and got the roll. He's got almost like backspin on his free throws, John, where they kind of if they're short, there's no way they're going in, but if they're long, he kind of gets it to clink around.
Don't you have a golf shot like that?
It ain't that good. Yeah, the backspin, this one hit off the back of the bracket and came out. Brakefield the rebound. 14-point game. We come up on 8 minutes to play. Roach on the right. To the left, there's Stewart. Now back for Jeremy Roach. He scored in the first half. Got by. Oh, that should be a goaltend as he got by Coburn, put it off the window. Indeed it is.
No question that time. And he did get by. Nice move. Went to the left and then went behind him. And was able to put it up. So within 12.
Roach has 13. 8:09 to go. Here's a trap in backcourt. Dangerous pass. Frazier able to save it. Now they got a numbers advantage. A lob to Coburn. And he knows what to do with that. Well, you're going to gamble a little bit trying to create some pressure down by 12. And Illinois pays it off with a dunk. 14-point game again. We're under 8 minutes to play. Stewart off of a screen. Free throw line jumper. That's good. Well, the offense is certainly starting to come to life. 65-53. 7:45 to go. Needs some stops. Dosumu inbounds for Frazier. Stewart applying pressure. Lobs it up the right sideline. Dosumu weaving along the sideline. Oh, Lashanishvili put the chest into Brakefield. Looks to be all right. Inside it goes for Coburn. Hurt there defensively. Whips it inside for Lashanishvili. He slid the pivot foot, turned it over.
Jeremy Roach making the call before the official.
And we've got a timeout. 7:27 to go. Duke has it back down 65-53.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great news.
I want a race that's great. Who is this freedom tonight? Hey, it's Jake. I want a way to save. Got the courage on my brand new ride. State Farm race. Yeah, they're great. State Farm, State Farm, State Farm race.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We called a 60-second local break timeout. Then more Duke basketball. You're listening to the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
When you are preparing for your next tailgate, call Hog Barbecue. Hog Heaven specializes in North Carolina Eastern style hand chop barbecue. With their professional staff and award-winning barbecue, Hog Heaven is ready to cater your next tailgate at Duke, company outing, or your very own pig picking. Hog Heaven has been voted one of the best barbecue restaurants in Durham by Durham Magazine for several years in a row. Hog Heaven Barbecue is also preferred caterer at Duke University. Hog Heaven Barbecue is located just minutes away from Duke at 2419 Guest Road.
This is Coach K. On the court, I want the best out of our team. Off the court, I want the best for them. So when it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the Duke team at Duke Sports Medicine. You can get that same level of care at the new James R. Urbanic Sports Sciences Institute in Durham. It's a full-service sports medicine clinic that offers orthopedic, sports cardiology, concussion, sports vision, and urgent care treatment from the same doctors trusted by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org.
Blue Devil basketball is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Hey, Blue Devil fans, if you want the competitive advantage to score a new home, Rocket can. 7:27 to go. Blue Devils hanging around, down by 12, 65-53. David Schumann alongside John Roth. John Rowe is our producer and engineer. Our entire crew on hand. Kyle Schasberger back inside our network studios. Join us on Saturday. We got a double header for you, so to speak. The Blue Devils are at home in basketball. Game time change. They're going to be at home to take on Charleston Southern, but it's going to be at 2 o'clock, not the originally scheduled 8:30, which means we'll have pregame coverage starting 1, and we're going to do it from Tallahassee. John and I will walk you up to the tip. John Rose will be back here making sure everything's good to go. Tim Digford and John Roth on the call for the basketball game. Walk you right up to kickoff between Duke and Florida State. 4 o'clock kick from Tallahassee. And Kyle Schasberger will be with us in the studio for the entire megacast, you called it, right?
Let's just say when you talk about scheduling that this year, you got to check the time of the game every game, not just this weekend.
We're a long way from Saturday, too, so things can change. Just put that out there.
But Duke ball down by 12, so a chance to get it to 10 or below here if they could execute on the offensive possession.
Jordan Goldwire, Jeremy Roach, DJ Stewart, Jamie Brakefield, and Matthew Hurt, the foul on the floor.
And I think Stewart, Roach, and Goldwire have been out there the entire half.
Here's Roach. Hurt comes to set a screen. Roach looking to drive. Crosses over. Got by Bashaniashvili. Kicks it to the left. Brakefield a 3. It's a little bit too strong. Hurt taps the rebound to Stewart. Thought about reloading. Meanwhile, Hurt's on the deck, and Stewart steps closer. Missed the jumper. And this time, Coburn clears the miss.
Would have been good to get that one out of the timeout.
Now we weave our way towards 7 minutes to play. Dosumu up top. Bashaniashvili. Going to feed it off for Corbello. And Illinois going to run some clock. Shot clock's down to 11. Corbello crosses over. Roach nearly took it away. Now he drives inside. Boy, Coburn had Brakefield completely boxed out, and Corbello gets an easy layup. 67-53, a 14-point game again. Goldwire on the baseline drop. Cut off at Brakefield. Thought about a left side 3. Nearly slipped. Got into the paint. Righty runner. Came out. Been that kind of night as Bashaniashvili comes out with the rebound for Illinois.
But there you had Duke within 12, and then back-to-back possessions, unable to come up with anything.
Corbello, top of the key, can't hit a 3. Quick trigger, and Brakefield clears the miss. 6:18 to go in a 14-point game. Stewart in transition. Spinning at the top of the key. Fed Roach up top, Brakefield to the left and Goldwire. 18 to shoot. Back for Brakefield. Right side, thought about shooting, opted not to. Matthew Hurt has it now. 13 on the timer. He will fire from distance, and it's too strong. Roach, though, with an offensive rebound. To the right, Brakefield. He reloads and hits a long 2.
He was way out there, too. Just a foot on the line, and that brings it to within 12.
The officials are waving the finger, saying they're going to double-check to see if it was a 3. From our vantage point, I thought he might have a toe on the line. Joey Baker coming at the next tip ball. 5:40 to go. Blue Devils need a push, down by 12. Dosumu works his way to the right. Goldwire there defensively, trying to go back to the left. Cut off. Dosumu really in trouble. Flung it back out near midcourt. Corbello with it now. Roach all over him. Looking to drive, weaving through traffic, in on Brakefield, forced it up and in. The beautiful teardrop in the paint, and a timeout for Illinois. 5:19 to go. Duke down 69-55, and we'll break for 30.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 280.
Second half, Blue Devils down 69-55. And tonight's game between Duke and Illinois is presented by Duke Health. Here at Duke Health, We are wearing masks to protect our patients and colleagues. Please wear masks to keep those near you safe.
Joey Baker and Jalen Johnson check back in during that timeout.
Jalen's only played 18 minutes tonight, 2 of 9 from the field, 7 rebounds and 4 points. See if he can catch fire late. Goldwire off of the screen. Oh, nice find to Hurt to rock the rim.
Now that'll work. Back to within 12 with approaching 5 minutes.
Hurt's got 14. Here's the trap in backcourt. Miller between the legs with a dribble. A couple of different times. Looking to feed it down court, finds Frazier on the left sideline. Blue's trying to trap him. He gets cut off, goes to the baseline, flung it into traffic and turned it over. Goldwire, a rare chance to run. Stewart ahead, lobbed it up or tried to for Johnson, and the lob was deflected and stolen by Illinois. Boy, 3-on-1.
Wow.
And a missed opportunity, and now we get a whistle. There's an injured Illini player along the Blue Devil bench.
Right in front of the bench. It's Miller.
You can see what Stewart was thinking, the lob in transition, but maybe he waited a little bit too long, and that allowed Williams to deflect it.
Miller's going to have to come out. By the way, the Blue Devils have done a decent job on him since the early portion of the game. He knocked down those 3 threes early in the game, and he hasn't scored since.
Holding his left arm as he went to the bench. 4:40 to go, still a 12-point game. Curbelo works his way to the left. Now to Sumu. Content to work some clock with this 12-point cushion. Weaves his way in. Long 18-foot jumper's too strong. Hurt with the rebound, but Shanishvili all over him, and he shovels it ahead for Johnson. To the left, Baker. Thought about a 3 and stepped back for Johnson. Johnson inside for Hurt. Great post position over the front of the rim and down.
Blue Devils have gone to Hurt in the lane the last 2 times down, and hey, it's back to 10, 69-59 with 4 minutes to go.
As close as it's been in a long, long time. Up the right sideline with Curbelo. Spun and nearly turned it over. Got inside. Goldwire did deflect it off of Curbelo. And the Blue Devils will have it when we come back. 3:59 to go. Duke down by 10, 69-59. Hey Blue Devils, let's talk about your home gig setup. You're probably watching from your living room, which might double as your home office and maybe even a bedroom. Well, with rates at historic lows, it's a great time to refinance with Rocket Mortgage and get cash out of your home. Cash which you could use to remodel a basement or a den into the ultimate fan cave. When you're ready to upgrade your home gig, Rocket can. Get started at rocketmortgage.com. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage provider of Duke Athletics.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS Consumer Access.O number 3030.
Catches it in a spin move, drops down to the baseline. Two-handed jam. Steps back for 3. Nailed it from way downtown. Drives the lane. Kaboom! Got it. And gets the foul. Are you kidding me?
Keep the excitement of game day going in a Nissan with game-changing tech that makes every drive as exciting as a game-winning buzzer beater. Get to Nissan, proud partner of Duke Athletics.
From student athletes taking the court to you and your family going about your daily lives, Mako Medical is your trusted partner for COVID-19 testing. Processing more than 2 million COVID-19 tests since April, the Mako team is committed to helping your team. As the official testing partner of Duke Athletics and the ACC, we are driven to provide you with rapid, reliable results as we continue the fight against coronavirus. To learn more about Mako Medical, visit MakoMedical.com.
With a right-hand dribble. Works away to the right. Backdoor feed. What a find. A Goldwire. Counted and a chance for 3.
And that was our assist of the game, brought to you by Harris Teeter through the Big 4 Grocery Assist Sweepstakes. Each week, one winner receives $5 in free groceries for every assist. Last week's winner was Carol from Lancaster, South Carolina. She won $715 in Harris Teeter gift cards. Visit harristeeter.com for more info. That assist there was Jeremy Roach, one of his team best 5, and he hit the man who's right behind him on assist tonight, who's got 4. A good play earlier in this half brought the Blue Devils to within 12. Right now, they've gotten it to within 10. We have 3:59 to go, and it's 69-59 Illinois. It is Duke's ball, trying to get it under double figures for what would be seemingly like the first time in forever.
Since the first half, Blue Devils have made 3 of the last 4 shots, and the defense has been really turned up here in the second half. They forced 11 Illini turnovers in the second stanza. Points off turnovers 18-9 in favor of the Blue Devils. By the way, they went to the monitor during the timeout, checked on a three-pointer, potential three-pointer for Jamin Brakefield, and decided it was indeed a 2. So still a 10-point game. Hurt, Johnson, Baker, Goldwire, and Stewart. The foul on the floor. Mike Krzyzewski certainly has some shooting out there with Stewart, Hurt, and Baker. And Johnson can fill it up, and Goldwire can get streaky as well. Goldwire has it on the right. Looks to the left. There's Baker. Thought about firing. Instead, he'll go inside. Spun back to the hoop. Forced it up. Missed it badly. And the rebound comes out for Illinois. So the lead's still 10, 69-59 with 3:40 to go. Dosumu out near midcourt. And he nearly turned it over. In some trouble, double team, flings it ahead for Williams. Cross-court pass finds Frazier on the right. 15 to shoot, 3.5 to go. Back up top. Oh, Goldwire nearly a theft cutting in front of Dosumu. 9 to shoot. To the right it goes Williams, into the corner Frazier. Trying to split a double team, he did, then lobbed it up for Coburn, who finishes strong.
Isn't it nice to have a 7-foot, 285-pounder as your last outlet?
The lead is 12 again as Goldwire on the drive. Got it blocked by Dosumu. Crossing over in transition. Curbelo trying to finish it off. Frazier to Williams. Lay it up and in, and it's back to 14.
Once again, the answer by Illinois. Duke gets it to 10, and they spurt back to 14.
Under 3 minutes to go. Gonna need something spectacular now. Stewart off of a Hurt screen. Up top, thought about shooting. Has room if he wants to. Coburn there defensively. Stewart going to drive on him. Kicks it to the right. Johnson a 3. And that's good. And Mike Krzyzewski's going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here.
That gets it to 11 with 2:39 to go.
Three-pointer brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, reminding you to practice your 3 W's. Wear, wait, wash. We resolve to keep North Carolina healthy. So that's going to leave the Blue Devils with 1 timeout. It'll be a full timeout as Mike Krzyzewski is going to use the 30 timeout here. Illinois has got 2, a 30, and a full. The possession error resides with the Blue Devils, and each team has committed 8 fouls, so still another 1-and-1 opportunity. You don't have to foul here, I don't think. They've been so effective with the trap in backcourt. Hopefully you get a theft, and it might be time, though, John, to start letting it fly from distance.
Yeah, and hopefully the second half percentage improves and goes up and does not go back to mirror what happened in the first half, but Duke couldn't hit a 3. In the second half, they've at least knocked down 4 threes.
It was a 14-point game at halftime. Illinois immediately took it to 19 out of the locker room. The Blue Devils on a couple occasions have whittled it down to 10, but that's been as close as they've gotten. Right now it's 11. Dosumu to inbound in backcourt. Goes to the left. Curbelo will get it in for Frazier. They're trying to do the press break. Dosumu bounce pass for Williams, and now Curbelo has it. And no offense with 2.5 minutes to go in an 11-point lead. Dosumu with Goldwire defending. A right-handed dribble, wants to drive. Gets in on Goldwire. Tough shot. Whistle, and a foul is called on Jordan Goldwire. Love to get another look at that. Looked like maybe he blocked it cleanly. That's his 4th. What we think doesn't matter, though. It's going to be free throws for the Illini.
Right.
2:16 to go.
Yeah, on the day, they've hit 14 out of 20.
Duke 8 of 14. First attempt here is good. Dosumu Blue has done a nice job on him. His lowest scoring output this year was 18 last time out against Baylor. He's only got 13 tonight. One more attempt. Got them both. It's a 13-point game again. 2:16 to go. Dushanishvili comes back in. Curbelo comes out. Brad Underwood going a little bit offense for defense. And Johnson will inbound in backcourt. You got to go quickly. So he gets it in for Jeremy Roach. Roach up the right side. On driving, instead he backs out of it. Top of the key to the left, Johnson. He will drop to the left corner in Goldwire. Now back up top for Roach. 18 to shoot as Stewart gets a touch. We approach 2 minutes to play. Roach on the left, got into the paint, lost it to the deck to try to save it. Whistle and a foul coming over the back. Dushanishvili trying to tie it up, but had the bear hug on, and it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Jeremy Roach.
Probably really need to pick up some of these offensive possessions and not get the shot clock down to 12 before you start making a move, because there's just not that much time left.
You've got to try to create as many possessions as
Right,
you can down the stretch.
Illinois doing a good job defensively there to keep Duke out, moving the ball around out on the perimeter and not letting them in.
1-on-1 opportunity for Jeremy Roach. Just the front end and a rebound for Illinois. That's a killer in a 13-point game in under 2 minutes to play. So Curbelo brings it up at midcourt. Johnson and Roach trap him. Dangerous pass caught by Frazier on the right sideline. Now back for Curbelo. Looking to drive, tap that in his hands from behind, but it came right back to him and he laid it in. He's got 12 and Illinois is back by 15. Goldwire at the other end for 3. Left it short. The rebound for Illinois, and the Illini are on their way with 90 seconds to go. 77-62, they lead it. Blue Devils dug themselves a 14-point hole. And John, here in the second half, they just couldn't dig their way out of it.
You're absolutely right. It's been basically an even second half, but down that much.
As Dosumu lost it on the way in, he's hanging on the rim as Goldwire brings it up. For Roach, now to the right, Stewart. 3 balls on the way, good. And Mike Krzyzewski will use his last timeout as DJ Stewart's got 13. It's a 12-point game with 1:02 to go. Stranger things have happened, but going to need a lot to happen in the last 62 seconds.
It would be really strange.
We talked at the top, John, about this kind of being a progress check, so to speak, from where the team was a week ago against Michigan State to where they are now. And what are your impressions? You see some growth in certain areas, but obviously still a very young team.
Yeah, I would say that there has been some progress since last week. I do like the way this team has fought. I mean, they just missed a lot of shots in the first half. I mean, knocked down maybe 3 of those threes, and this is completely different instead of, going over in the first half. And we've seen nice work by the 3 perimeter guys. The 3 true guards have been out there basically most of this half, and Roach, Stewart, and Goldwire in the press. That's not something we saw a lot against Michigan State, and that's been fairly effective. So I think they've seen a few things they can work with on this outing here tonight against Illinois.
And the 3-point defense vastly improved in the second half, only allowing 3 attempts for the Illini. They're just 1 of 3 in the second half, but they were 6 of 8 in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how everybody else is going to see it, but really the first half has been the difference. I mean, and really the beginning of the game where Illinois had a 12-0 run has been the difference in the game.
Yeah, that's the margin right now. 2-2 to 14-2, and as we said, there's been a little bit of cosmetic work on either side, but it's kind of been right there the whole game. Blue Devils got as close as 8 after it was a 12-point cushion. Illinois stretched it as far as 19. And they've got all 5 guys out of bounds on the baseline as we start this play.
Wow.
And it'll be Williams to inbound, and he does to the left for Frazier. Frazier crossover in backcourt. Dangerous cross-court pass finds Dosumu. Tried to lob inside, got deflected by Hurt, but right back to Dosumu, who lays it in. I mean, how many bounces can you get around the rim? Illinois earned them, though, and now Hurt gets a touch inside, spun back to the left, forced it up, counted it a chance for 3. The foul on Dosumu is his 4th, and a chance to cut it to 11 with 47.9 to go. And these are the type of games we're talking about, the flow of it. For a young team, you don't want to belabor it because it's a fact of life with the pandemic, but could use the crowd to kind of lift them at different points. As Hurt's free throw is good.
Yeah, you can see where different points, like Duke's on that 9-0 run here early in the second half, and maybe that's a little bit bigger when everybody's behind them in the building and energizing them.
79-68, Illinois inbounding in backcourt. See if the Blue Devils foul here. They will. Goldwire fouls Frazier with 44 seconds to go.
That'll be it for him.
So Jordan Goldwire will finish the night with 5 points. All of them here in the second half.
5 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals.
And it will be 2 free throws on the 10th team foul, as Joey Baker will come in for Goldwire. Blue Devils have one more non-conference game before they open up league play next week against Notre Dame. That'll be a Wednesday night game on the road, 9 o'clock tip from South Bend. As the first free throw here is good. And you know, one of the conversations that a lot of people had coming into the season was who would have the advantage with the strange circumstances and all the different challenges. And I think the early lean, a lot of people thought it was going to favor the more experienced teams, as the second free throw was good. And two really good old teams from the Big Ten are the two teams that have come in here to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Michigan State won a week ago, and it looks like Illinois is going to win here tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Veterans, I guess, just better positioned to handle things.
As the Blue Devils nearly turn it over. In fact, they will. Roach trying to feed it ahead to Baker along the right sideline. Tried to save it, but it went out of bounds. And Illinois will have it with 39.2 to go, up 81-68. Duke has outscored the Illini 39-38 in the second half as Dosunmu has it off the inbound. Splits a double team. Weaves his way around Johnson. Shovels it to the left of Frazier. Doesn't look like the Blue Devils are going to foul here. 8 seconds the differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Illinois is going to improve to 4-1. The Blue Devils will fall to 2-2. Dosunmu between the legs, crossing over. Backing out of it. Stewart there defensively. 5 to shoot. He'll pull up just inside the free throw line and hit it. And he's impressive, and now he's got 18. And with 10 seconds to go, Illinois leads by 15. 83-68. Jeremy Roach will bring it up, launch a three, and leave it short. And the Illini are going to get a double-digit win on the road. 83-68, our final score. The postgame show is headed your way next.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you are preparing for your next tailgate, call Hog Heaven Barbecue. Hog Heaven specializes in North Carolina Eastern-style hand chop and barbecue. With their professional staff and award-winning barbecue, Hog Heaven is ready to cater your next tailgate at Duke, company outing, or your very own pig picking. Hog Heaven has been voted one of the best barbecue restaurants in Durham by Durham Magazine for several years in a row. Hog Heaven Barbecue is also a preferred caterer at Duke University. Hog Heaven Barbecue is located just minutes away from Duke at 2419 Guest Road.
Duke basketball is sponsored by Progressive's Home Insurance. Get your quote at progressive.com today. This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
College basketball is back on Sirius XM. On ACC Radio, there's live coverage for every college basketball team in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of Sirius XM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See other details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/ACC basketball.
And now another edition of Obvious News from Geico. A study says that soft talkers do not make great radio personalities. We asked local librarian Steve Sage about this, and here's what he said.
Honestly, I don't buy it. I think I make very captivating radio.
Also in Obvious News, Geico makes it easy to save money and easy to manage your policy with the Geico app. So switching is a really smart decision. How does Steve feel about this?
I love the Geico app. I use it all the time.
That's Obvious News from Geico.
Welcome to the Duke Locker Room Report. Our exclusive coverage of today's game has been brought to you by Duke Health, official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Continental Tire, for what you do. Your Carolina Ford dealers. Ford, built for victory, built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. Coca-Cola, together taste better. And by State Farm. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Once again, here's Kyle Schassberger.
Duke's dominance in the ACC Big Ten Challenge takes a hit tonight, falling to Illinois 83-68. The 10th-ranked Blue Devils fall to 2-2 with both losses now to top 10 Big Ten teams. 6th-ranked Illinois moves their record to 4-1, their lone blemish coming 6 days ago against number 2 Baylor.